love and gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin. Hold to the put my life better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube, but view it for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Own it, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone out there. Hello, Leroy.
Hello.
It's good to have you here on a Vice Shirt Friday. Hello, Vlad. How are you on this lovely Friday?
I'm good. Damn, I left my Vice shirt in the car.
That's all right, buddy. That's
Hey,
okay.
what a stinker.
Of football, we've run out of Thursday luck, yeah. Because we've hit that point of the season where everybody's exhausted and beaten down.
Oh my goodness. Wait. How many? I mean, we seen a guy make a 68-yarder, right? And these guys can't make no field goals.
Yeah. I was like, this one. I flipped over to the Panthers. I'm like, Panthers are going on.
I figured this game would end in a tie. Because I thought he was going to make that field goal at the end, and they just were going to tickle each other till the end of overtime.
Yeah, I think we've run out of because the Thursday games were humming for like the first 6 weeks, and now we've hit that point where the last couple, Dolphins stinker. This one stink. I think the one before that stunk too. So we had a good run Thursday night football. Now it's maybe that's what they should do. They used to do Thursday night in the middle of the season, and then all of a sudden we picked, we're going to Thursday night football. Maybe just Thursdays early in the season, and then after week 6, we're done with that.
Well, I would say don't go Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because
no December Thursday
because
night.
now you're doing Saturday games anyway.
Never going to happen, by the way. I mean, we're going to get more. If anything, we're going to get Wednesday football. We're going to get more NFL football. They'll squeeze every ounce.
Well, you're already doing doubleheaders on Monday.
Yep.
And remember, for a couple of Hurricanes, we had games on Tuesday.
Yep. I remember that.
So, listen, we're going to watch. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I wanted to turn away, but I kept turning over to see what the score was.
It was on.
You got some money on it. Chili peppers.
Well, the thing that sucks about watching it on Prime, see, when it's on regular TV, I can just go to something else. But when it's on Prime, you got to go out of the app into your DirecTV app. So
it's a real burden. 2 clicks instead of 1.
No, it's more than 2 clicks.
It's 2 clicks, dude.
Now, when you go out, get out of Roku, you got to go to the main. No,
it's like 2 clicks, dude. It's because you used to have on DirecTV. Did you used to go? No, you put the guide on and you and you find in the guide where you're gonna go.
Yeah, but it's 2 different apps.
Oh my god, you're acting like they're asking you to put in the passcodes for everything.
No, they did that. I'd be done. So no TV for Leroy.
I was confused because I went into the living room because I watched the Panthers game on the regular TV, the broadcast. They got the antenna for the games, and I was like, I go there. Oh, it's an ESPN Plus only. So that one I was confused by. I had to go find that one. I was like, Channel 9, no Panthers, and then I was like, ESPN Plus only. They're still doing that.
I had it on Channel 39.
Did you? I didn't get it yesterday. I turned it in and it wasn't on.
I got it on 39.
I had to go to the app. I had to go to ESPN Plus to watch it. I don't get ESPN Plus.
Game.
Well, Hulu, ESPN, they're all cross-pollinating over there.
It was an app game.
So the Cats win last night, though. The Cats win 5-2. Brad Marchand, huge pair. He continues to just be excellent for the Florida Panthers. And the Sams scored yesterday. We had Sam Bennett showing that he's not a fat cat, getting a goal yesterday. Much needed, Vlad. I needed that from Sam Bennett. Needed to feel. I was like, where the hell has Sam Bennett been? Sam Reinhart's starting to get it going, though. Sam Reinhart's starting to cook. So that's good. And then our boy, Mr. Las Olas, Anton Lundell with a shorty to put the Cats up 4-2. That's about
I tell you what. I'm glad to see somebody else get one, boy, because they always seem to get them against the Panthers.
Almost.
It's
almost.
Like, oh.
Almost. And Sergei Bobrovsky had a big bounce back, which was nice to see. He had a good performance. Focus. This was Bob.
I think, you know what? You can say what you want. You ain't got to worry about Bob. You can worry about everything else. Bob gonna do Bob stuff.
This was Sergei after the game.
I think we just important for us to reset, refocus, and get back to our game, to get back to our simple game, our style.
When they retire Bob's jersey, right?
Just put focus underneath. You gotta put focus.
Right? Like, 2-time Stanley Cup winner. He was never the Conn Smythe winner. He should get a Conn Smythe.
Should have. That year that stupid McDavid won it. Ridiculous. Guy had 2 good games.
Yeah.
Is that the only sport they tried to get away with that?
No.
I don't think it's done very often.
They did it once in basketball.
They were obsessed with McDavid.
Well, wait a minute. It's not for the Stanley Cup. It's throughout the whole postseason.
I understand, but like in the play,
it always seems to manage to go to the winner or to somebody on the winning team, though.
And the other
last year with the Sam Bennett.
It was one of these things where I was like, I get it. He had records, but you lost. And where were you in the last game? Where were you?
He just blew right by through what Vlad said.
Yeah, he blew
right through it.
I understand. I know it's
all kinds of records. Exactly. He said it's a playoff award, and then you go,
come on.
What part of record?
Let me ask you this: if it was the other way around,
he would be complaining.
I don't think so. I don't think
if Bob had set a record of most postseason shutouts.
They never would have given it to him. If he loses the last game, they never would have given it to him.
Really? Like, I love the world you live in, where you can just make up the situations to fit your feelings. You would hit the fan.
What
if the same thing happened and the Panther didn't get the award, and you would be saying the same thing, like Vlad, it's a playoff award. It's not just for the final
award. Why would I want that? Like, if it'd be like, oh yeah, I really remember. Like if Jimmy Butler somehow got the MVP in the 2020 finals, because it's like, oh, he led everything. It's like, well, sorry, dude, you won 2 games. Okay. I can't do it.
Okay,
I can't do it.
Listen, we listening to you, but we know your ass is lying.
Ridiculous.
So we ain't going. We can keep moving on. You go deny, but we know. I know you.
Here was Paul Maurice. This was Paul Maurice after the win.
Do you see elements in the game tonight that you're getting back to your game here on the road?
I don't. Yeah, LaRue, when I answer that honestly, I thought in the last 5 games that we played that we were, and then we get out and we were god-awful in Anaheim. So now we're going back to the 4-game losing streak. So, well, that's your road game. I didn't feel that was who we are in Anaheim, and I thought today we were closer to it. It's not going to be perfect right now. We got some challenges, obviously, with our lineup, but once you get used to that and embrace the fact that it doesn't have to be perfect, that you got to fight for some things and grind, I thought that was our game tonight.
All right, there you go. He seems like he's liking the path that it's going on. Cat's no longer at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, which is nice. He can skyrocket up there with a couple of points.
I mean, it don't take much to move.
It doesn't take much,
though, right?
They're like, they're 5 points away from being in first place. No games in hand though.
Man.
They got the Sharks tomorrow. They haven't been very good in a while. That's Chris Greer's brother's team.
You think Chris is going to go to the game?
I don't know. Can't rule it out. At the old Shark Tank, used to do Strike Force all the time there, Leroy, in San Jose.
Jeez.
That's where they would do those fights. So they're back at it tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Miami Heat, we got some good news-ish yesterday as Bam Adebayo, the diagnosis was a left big toe sprain.
Oh, boy.
He's day-to-day.
Okay.
He's day-to-day.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I told you about toes.
He told you about toes.
I told you about
toes. The worst injuries, right, Leroy?
The worst. You think about it. You can't plant, turn, twist, anything, and you jamming your foot up into a shoe. Man, come on. You go ahead on day to day. Day to day. Talk to me next week. Okay.
So you thinking like miss the home games, be back for the road trip when they take on the Knicks on Friday?
I don't know. I'm just saying that it's not day to day. Okay.
You're just dismissing it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know why? Because I hurt my toe.
You just hold on. So the Heat say he's day to day, and you're just like, no, he's not.
No, I'm saying it's going to be a bunch of days.
I don't like that.
I'm just giving you the reality of those injuries.
Why do you have to give me reality?
Dude, if I right now,
I want him back for the Cavs game.
Right now,
for the Blazers.
if I came and jammed up your toe, you know the first thing you're going to say to me is,
what's that?
Now I got to wear flip-flops.
Well, I've had dead
I can't
foot.
put my shoe on.
I've had.
You want him to go out on the court and play basketball?
Look, as a dead foot survivor, I understand the trepidations of your foot being in pain. So
Dude, it's not even that. Like, just try having a heartbeat in your toe and then having to put a shoe on. Like, it's not as easy as that. And then you got to get it taped. So right now, he probably figuring out, okay, do I get a bigger size? Do I cut a little star so my toe could throb, right? These are all things that, like, the big toe is very important in running.
Toby,
I'm just giving you facts.
what's that, dude?
You never seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? You never seen
I've never seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You.
With Jim Brown with the heartbeat in his toe.
In his toe?
And he wanted to fight everybody for grazing it.
I just want him back. Well, he's not playing tonight. Erik Spoelstra will coach. He obviously dealt with the tragedy of his home burning down yesterday. That's crazy. Coverage tonight begins at 6:45 with preheat. Alejandro Solana and Tommy Tig will get you going from the Kaseya Center. So we got that. 4 games coming up at home for the Heat. A lot of home games coming up for the Heat. I think that it's 6 out of 7, I think, are coming up for the Heat. They got one little trip to New York next Friday, but they got Hornets, Blazers, who have been really playing great, tomorrow, and then a couple Cavs games. So we'll see what's what. And shout out to the Hurricanes. They blew up Bethune-Cookman by 40 yesterday, 101-61. Jay Lucas, 2-0. You seem fired up, Leroy.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm basically still going at it over this Shador thing. I've been
still?
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll get into it. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. The Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Your live local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com to get started today. The Heat, they'll get back in action tonight. Get to a little 15 minutes of Heat here, brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. So last night, Leroy, I was perusing, the old YouTube, and I come across this Joker's post game from beating the Heat. It's
my goodness.
What?
Is that what? 2 years ago? 3 years?
From the finals, dude. They just played a day ago.
Okay. Oh no, you're talking about from the game. I thought you said from the finals.
Dude, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You good, buddy?
Yeah, I think Schmieta's right. You checked out 7 minutes into the show.
You need some coffee or something, buddy? I know you got there's a lot of knee stuff going on.
I literally thought you said we're talking about the finals.
No, I was talking about the last game. I understand there's a lot to pick from how many times he's kicked the Heat's ass, but I was curious, he was asked something. So here's the thing. He was asked something in Serbian, right? And so I'm like, I want to figure out what he's saying. I don't speak Serbian. So I put my phone up to it and I'm just trying to get the Google Translate, and I was like, oh, all right. It does wonders, but I don't know how accurate it was. But then thankfully somebody asked him about Jović in English. And I was like, oh, shout out to the Denver reporters or whoever the hell it was that wanted to know what about Jović. And this is what the Joker had to say about his brate. And this is what he thinks on the Heat young forward who's been struggling a little bit.
Nikola, how's Nikola Jović doing? How's he progressing? And do you have advisor? Do you have conversations with him?
I mean, I really don't like to do that, especially when he's on another team, because I don't know what coaching staff is telling him, and I don't want to be the guy who is going to be in the warm. I think he needs to listen to the coaching staff, and because I remember how when I started playing, I was just doing what they told me to do, and that's gonna give you minutes, and that's gonna give you opportunity to play. And then when you build the trust, you can do something on your own, and then you will see is it working or not. So, but I think he has a potential because I think he's a good defender. He can defend multiple positions just because of his size, and offensively, you can use him on different ball handling. He can shoot three. He can actually really good post-up player. That's my opinion, of course. Because we use him as national team as a post-up player, so that's why I'm saying, and it was working good for us, just because of his size.
There you go.
Oh, he took shots.
Oh, he said,
yeah,
well, "This is how
shots.
we used them, and we had some success with him. We didn't have him D and three."
Yeah, and he would have brought it. Yeah, he used to. Yeah, there was a lot of subliminals being sent.
So what do I know? I'm just a simple joker.
Vlad,
I'm just the best player in the game.
Vlad, you ain't got to tell Tobin. You could already tell when he started going through that. Tobin started smiling. So yeah, I mean, you know what? It's weird that we always see a lot of Heat players go somewhere else and kind of play more their game instead of a Heat game. And sometimes when they play in the confines of the Heat offense, it's almost like when you go from college to the NBA. Like Jordan, like when you watch Jordan in college, he was just 1 of 5. He wasn't Jordan, right? And then he gets to the NBA and becomes Jordan, where he did they not know he had this talent in college? Right? It's a little different now in that, everybody's kind of pushing all the buttons of their big name players. But Jović goes to the national team, they use him a certain way, he has success.
Well, we talked about this with him too, right? Remember we talked about this with him at Media Day, and we were saying I was saying man, you kind of seem like a different guy. Like he's fighting with guys, he's got this little chip on his shoulder.
Being
And
in
he's
that
just
paint,
like,
baby.
And he was like, yeah, he goes, I got to figure out how to bring that over here. You know, like I don't it even see. It seems like he's searching on that, how he could be Serbian Jović as opposed to Heat Jović.
Well,
and we got a little bit of that last year before he broke his hand, but it's obviously been very inconsistent to start this season.
Joker said it perfectly. He said, you got to build that trust and get on the court. And then once you establish yourself as an NBA player, then you can go to your bag, right? And so he said that's what he did. He did everything the coaches told him to do to get him on the floor. He built some trust. And then once they realized he was a player, then he started doing his thing.
I do like the idea, though, that he's just like, what in my humble mind, I don't, have how many MVPs, so don't want to step on toes here, but you're doing it completely wrong. Completely incorrect. I don't want to say, how you say wrong, but,
I don't want to step on no toes.
Yeah.
But you're not utilizing my friend very well.
No, you're not. It's like
that's basically what he said. But then he did kind of tell Jović, like, you got to do what you got to do to get on the floor.
True.
And then once you get there, But that's why I always wonder, like, they have these defined roles. The Heat have defined roles for everybody, right? That maybe he doesn't get a chance to do those other things.
I'm distracted because Al Macco says I look like Strawberry Nesquik.
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I'm laughing. You do look like a Strawberry Nesquik.
You got to shake it.
Oh my goodness. What the hell? Oh. Nothing like leaving yourself open on a daily basis, which is exactly what we do. Like you.
And then, of course, just the chat coming in strong with Jarrell's going, Bam Adebayo. Thanks. Tade South. Bam, I'm a big toe. Guys can't take anything serious. The man is hurt.
Right.
He is hurt.
That toe ain't nothing to be played with. And it ain't just a boo-boo because he just walked right off the court. Right?
Yeah. No, he said it. He said it's too excruciating. I was like, ugh.
So he ain't gonna even have a shoe on. Next time you see him, they're gonna say, Bam's here. He don't have a shoe on.
Boot
like
Bam.
I'm telling you.
Got that walking boot?
I don't even know if it could be a boot, but you can't. Dude, it's crazy. I can't explain the pain and how scared you are to put on a shoe.
This is not good. Well, listen, if he's not playing, I mean, Ware and Jović, dude, like you guys need to step the hell up because I don't know what we're gonna do. Like this is your chance right here, dude. You gotta earn trust. You got the captain out. We got no depth at size. So like it's sink or swim for these guys.
I can't lose to Charlotte.
I tell you who I don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was a high-flying jumper or whatever. Keyshot.
He's got to step up too.
I mean, like maybe, like I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are you doing, buddy? Like you're also, way too athletic to.
Vlad Golden got brought up from Sioux Falls.
Who?
Your boy, Vlad.
Golden.
Hoot hoot. Vlad Blue.
Golden.
Yep.
Don't call him
Vladislav.
You call him by his
his government name.
Yeah.
You think they say that other places, Vlad? This is what they call me, but my government name is Vladislav.
Vladislav.
Oh. He gets to Sioux Falls. He goes, looks like Russia. Hey, you're back. Oh, thank God. He gets the call back. Gets to go home to Miami.
Dude, wait a minute. Yeah, he's a guy that's lived a good life. Like he played in Boca.
Yep.
So
right,
going to Sioux Falls and then
he was also in Michigan too.
You're right, and
Something tells me Michigan's campus is a lot nicer than the Sioux Falls campus.
Oh no, but I'm saying as far as weather, Sioux Falls is cold.
He's used to the weather, but
yeah,
my man's happy to be back in Sunny Isles.
Yeah, you went from Michigan, you went from Ann Arbor to Miami to what is this?
We'll take a break here on the program. Dolphins getting set for the Buffalo Bills, and they have laid down the law in the locker room. That's next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQM. The Miami Heat, they're offering fans value deals like $60 pizza deal, 4 pizzas, chips, waters, and a $40 hot dog deal for hot dogs, popcorn, drinks. They got grab-and-go stands in the 400 level. They got $3 sodas, $8 beers, $3 snacks, and kids can enjoy a $15 Bernie meal that gets you a hot dog or chicken nuggets, a souvenir cup, fruit snacks, and a silicone bracelet. For more information on food and beverage deals, visit CaseaCenter.com as your Heat going to be home for a lot of this next 2 weeks. So go check them out. You got Hornets. It's an NBA Cup game, everybody.
Okay.
NBA Cup, dude. I don't think there's Brandon Miller tonight. LaMelo, I think, is probable. I think I saw. So we'll see. He is I like watching him play because nobody plays like him, but I could see if I rooted for him how much I would love and then be driven crazy by him. Because the last time that he played him, I genuinely felt like he kept his team in, yet then lost his team 4 different times, the times that they played the Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he would frustrate Leroy.
Oh.
He would definitely frustrate Leroy.
With the one-legged threes?
One-legged threes from like 38 feet.
He's like he's just like, he's like a musician who won't sell out, Like he's going to ball how he wants to ball.
Literally, that's why his name is Lonzo.
Yes.
Lonzo.
Well, here's the problem. He's like the artist that won't, like, no matter what the song is, he got his amp up real high so you hear him.
The kids love his shoes and the 6'7" thing.
Right.
It's not right. It's not right, Totals. It's not right, dude. Though I do believe that's accurate. You can if you have a radio, you would be able to listen to us there.
Hey man, I got to give it to the Twitchers today. They are on fire this first hour.
It's a feisty Friday. They're coming out. They're coming out swinging with these comments.
I mean, like, we used to look forward to weekends. Now we don't. So this is all we got.
This is what we got, dude. Rest in peace to the Tanner Connor era. He was waived yesterday. So
for what? Who'd they bring off the practice squad?
I don't know. I didn't even look. I just saw that this Tanner Connor was waived.
By the way, can I just say something about these teams that think that we hit a rut, so let's take away ping pong table?
Pop a shot.
Right? Think about this. That's if Lynn were to come to us and say, I'm tired of y'all missing the top of the hour. No free coffee. Like, what does one have to do with the other?
I don't know.
But that's and everybody's like, oh, somebody's turning the screws on. No, you're not. Stop. One has nothing to do with the other.
They're doing a bob.
You thinking about, damn, I better play well so I can get the ping pong table back. No.
Candyland is banned.
Right. Like it's the dumbest thing. But here's the problem in sports.
The ladder is no longer allowed in
right. Here's the problem in sports. When things are going bad, everybody feel like they got to do something. Right?
Yep.
And so they're doing something. God forbid you got players on your team that nobody else in the league wants and you expect them to win. Let's forget. Ping pong ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, it's bad strategy too, because you got to pick a game where you think this is going to work. For example, the week beforehand, I believe Lamar Jackson made it an edict to get the ping pong tables out of the Ravens locker room. But on top of it, Cooper Rush was no longer going to play. Tyler Huntley was no longer going to play. Lamar Jackson was going to play, and they were playing the Dolphins. So then it looks like your move was genius. I got everybody focused.
Are we like... Are the people that talk about football not smart enough to see right through that? Because everybody gets excited about, oh, they're trying to focus. They need to focus. This is going to get them focused. He's being a leader. Taking a ping pong table away? Really? Again, that's I gave me an example. If Lynn did that to us and we would look and go, what does that have to do with, right?
Yeah.
I'll bring in this.
Right, exactly.
Starbucks.
But that's how this is, and everybody is like
Well, according to, I believe Benito Jones said it was a player's decision. It was not like the coaches came down and took it away.
Hey, I would like a player's decision too. Play better. When do y'all have that conversation? Right? We having a conversation. We're not gonna play better, right? Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something over here. So it takes away from what we've been doing here.
This was Jordan Brooks on the ping pong table, or the Papa. Sorry, keep saying ping pong. It was a Papa shot hoop, and it was card tables that got taken away.
Well, card tables with the atmosphere around sports right now. Yeah, I could see that. The card table's different though.
Leaders of the team, what's the background on the basketball being gone and other stuff? Was that player decision or what happened there?
I don't have any comment on that.
Whoa, state secret.
I mean, it's just like, because you know what? You asking players about that, and there's probably a lot of players that think that one has nothing to do with the other.
So he thinks it's stupid?
It could very well, but he ain't going to throw his other players under the bus. Like, yeah, if y'all think that's what y'all need to do, I mean, personally, I think we just need to play better, right? And so what? Like, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Not having Papa shot, is that going to stop guys from beating the football up when Tua throw it, or Tua from throwing it to the other team, or from the left guard missing blocks, or at the time before Jaelan Phillips putting silicone on his hands and can't get a sack, right? Does that stop it? Ooh, thank God we took away the ping pong table or the Papa shot. Like, do you realize it makes you look more ridiculous?
I think it does make you look more ridiculous. I think it makes you look like, see, when I see this stuff, it makes me think like, wait, so you guys are trying to say that you're not focused enough? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with having the extra meetings, but this is all, nobody has led the league in inconsequential window dressing more than the Dolphins. It's like, we have these player only meetings we're not showing up to. We have all these things that it's like,
you know why? You know why?
Because they suck.
Because nobody, right? Nobody would just go in there and say, right now we suck and we need to play better. There ain't no rhyme or reason behind it. It ain't because of ping pong. It ain't because of Papa shot. It's just we need to prepare and keep preparing and go out and play better. End of discussion. Okay? Like, you think the fans, look, I give crap to a lot of fans. But you think a fan is, if they go out and beat Buffalo, they're going to say, took Papa shot away, that's why.
I'll tell you one thing, they beat Buffalo. That Papa shot's never coming back. I don't know what the reward is.
Now, let me say this. Now that, whether it helped or not, you don't change the mojo.
Of course.
You can't change it.
There's no good consequence, though. It's like you either suck and you continue to never get Papa shot, or you're good and the Papa shot can't come back as of a streak.
I just don't like, in your efforts to look like you care, right? It looks even more ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if you said, you know what? We got some extra work in after practice. Okay, I can understand that.
Great.
Right? We got some extra work with Tua. We got some extra work on the jugs because we've been kicking that football's ass for the last couple of weeks. Right? I would say something like that. I can understand that. But you got football stuff. You've been struggling with the football stuff. Sometimes, you don't do the right thing, and that causes you to have a penalty. So if an offensive lineman steps left and he's supposed to step right using the wrong technique, and that guy gets by him, he grabs him, right? Because rule number one with offensive linemen, don't give a free hit to the quarterback. So you just take the penalty. What part of it is that? What part of it is you not prepared or know what the hell you doing? It ain't got nothing to do with Papa shot.
Almaco says Tua should have Christmas taken away. Every INT equals one less gift.
Really? You know what Tua say? I buy my own damn gifts. Like, which y'all
yeah, but he likes the holiday spirit. Like, if they banned decorations.
How about why don't you win?
That's what I'm saying. But that's the whole crux of this, right? It has a team that, if you think New England is taking away ping pong tables,
Leroy.
You think like, it's just,
you're right, Leroy. But the media needs something to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, are we not smart enough to know that makes no damn sense?
No, because they need to sell. They need entertainment.
All right, I got you. I understand.
They need something to talk about.
I understand.
Hey, man, you know the team's been playing well ever since they took that Papa shot out the locker room.
But Tobin, that's why sometimes I get on you.
I think don't blame me. I don't.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming you. But I'm not blaming you. But sometimes when you say things, oh, they need to do this or they need to do that, they have nothing to do with the play. That's why I get irritated. Like, come on, stop.
I think a lot of what the Dolphins have, the Dolphins keep doing things that
make it worse.
They have to just bring more attention to what an ass clown show they are. Like, it's just, it's like, if it's not the players being late, it's the snippiness between the coaches or any of this. Like, it's all just self-brought on bad attention. Like,
yes,
you could have gone on this week. It's like, even if you, here's the thing. If you guys were grown-ups and you didn't even want this to be a media story, how about you just have be grown-ups, have the Papa shot in there. Don't play Papa shot.
Right.
Like, just don't play Papa shot.
Right.
But no, we got to take it away. We gotta have it out that we need it to be seen that we've taken away the Papa shot.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very, very insincere. And you're being very insincere when you have to tell everybody you did it. And the other thing is, it ain't helping you on Sunday. Right? The things that, why don't you tell me you're doing something that helps you on Sunday? Right? And so, like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
No, it is.
Papa Roach, Papa don't preach ain't gonna help you on Sunday.
How about you you go pop the QB? How about that?
Right.
How about you guys actually bring down Josh Allen for once? Maybe that'll help.
But I'm just like this has made a situation that's bad worse because it don't even seem like you can do the right things to get better.
No, what's going to be worse is at 11 o'clock when Mike McDaniel's asked about it and he has to get all poetic on it. Players take
and keep in mind
accountability.
And I've said this a lot of times. You're in that building from 7 to 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot of downtime with the different groups that either have walkthroughs or meetings, or if you have an individual meeting, your meeting might end sooner than somebody else, and on and on and on, right? So there's guys who are literally in the building all the time doing nothing, right? Until practice or after practice, or if you have meetings after practice or whatever, or if you do work afterwards. So, like, you just want them to just sit in the corner, right? Go sit in the corner. I don't like
stay alone with your thoughts.
Like, I'm not a big fan of yelling about what happened after the game. You just had 60 minutes to do all those things you're talking about, right?
Well, like, whatever happened to camaraderie amongst the team? Like, whatever happened to we need that.
Still cool. I think I think they're all.
I'm sure there is, but my point is, like, you said it. Once the work's done, the work's done. So if you're just gonna sit there and stare at each other, then just go home. Like you know what I mean? And then there's more toys at home. So if you did have a good Papa shot game going between whoever, Waddle and Tua, it's like, that's probably a good thing. Like, who cares? Like, they put their work in. They can spend 15 minutes to play. It's fine. It's just one of these things that just has to be it just has to be one of those things.
Say they didn't make it a story. The media asked them about it. Man, we in a bad place. Everything they do is criticize. Well, yeah, everything. Like, I'm not going to criticize anything they do, but I am going to criticize something they attempt to do that have nothing to do with Sunday.
Right. And
that's why we're having this conversation.
But that goes back to my point, is like, you want the media to see that you did that. Like, that's the point. If you have something that's very easily seen by the media and then you change it, which, by the way, this is a rerun. We had this story a couple of years ago with the ping pong table.
Pretty much.
Like, you're trying to make that a thing. Like, don't say the media, because the media is obviously going to see it. That's my point of, like, if you guys really had a problem with the games, be grown-ups, have the Papa shot, take the basketball away. You know, like, what a concept. Oh, where's the basketball? Nobody would notice that. Take the basketball away. But no, it's like, no, we want the media to see it. So I'm not going to get on the media.
And let me tell you, if you really want to be tricksters about it, right? Leave the Papa shot there tell everybody don't play it. I don't want to see anybody playing Papa Shot. And then the media will run with it like these guys aren't messing around during breaks. They're trying to turn it around. Nobody's playing Papa Shot. Nobody's playing ping pong. See, you got to know how to work the room.
No, but they want to make it a thing. So now it's like, and now McDaniel gets to spin it like, oh, my guys are focused, and then they'll get drubbed.
I mean, stop. They'll get drubbed. You know what? They ain't gonna get drubbed for any of this. The reasons why they will win or lose have nothing to do with we just spent 15 minutes talking about.
I'll tell you look, I don't want to put trolling on the other side of things, but what would be funny is if Josh Allen runs in with a touchdown and Dawson and Dalton get on each other's shoulders and he starts doing Papa Shot with the football.
That's what you would do. Hey, Vlad.
That's petty.
Tobin better be a Hall of Famer because some of the stunts he want to pull to people, he would get his ass kicked.
Oh, Tobin was definitely down with.
I know that people. You try to troll somebody during the game. If you troll the wrong person, they'll take the L. They'll take the kicked out of the game. But they're gonna let you know what's up.
Tobin definitely get George T. He'll get TO'd.
Yeah,
you're definitely getting TO'd.
Yeah, and then do this. He'd be the guy.
What did I do?
What did I do? You're such a heel. You're like the Roddy Piper of heels. Like,
hey,
like you'll start everything and start asking, like, hey, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I'm not the cause of this.
All we need is the Pat Jimmy situation. Because you swear you ain't do nothing while you are the one that look.
The look.
They say, hold my water.
Even the way you asked the question in the Pat, you knew.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing.
I didn't know what I was doing. Why did I wanted Jimmy Butler here forever? I don't understand why you guys think I would do that.
You knew what you were doing.
If you guys want to go see Mike Tyson and his Return to the Mike show to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino this December, stories and more from Iron Mike. Caller number 3 right now to 305-567-0560. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560 wins a pair of tickets to see Mike Tyson's Return to the Mike show. You guys been giving them away all week. If you guys didn't win, tickets are still available for purchase at casino.hardrock.com/hallowwood/events. But caller 3 right now to 305-567-0560 wins those tickets to see Mike Tyson's one-man show, Return to the Mike. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Friday. Welcome on in. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. So go subscribe there today as we go live every single weekday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you guys can stream us in your ears on the Odyssey app, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps. Check us on out over there. Get to our headlines. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy later this hour, but let's get to our headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Thursday night football last night, the Broncos topped the Raiders 10-7.
Oh, my goodness. If you're not a Raiders or a Broncos fan, that game had zero interest.
No juice.
Players playing in that.
How did they do for you, Vlad? Did you have J.K. Dobbins? Who did you have?
I had Genty, I had Frankie, and I had Bo Nix.
Well, Bo Nix did not impress us.
No, he didn't. And this is my problem. I hadn't played Bo Nix before, right? And he's done well. Because I've had Jordan Love. But after Jordan Love played against Carolina and he's playing against the Eagles, I'm like, oh, yeah, Bo Nix should be, it's the Raiders. They should bust the Raiders' ass. No.
The problem is that the Raiders are decent on defense.
When? Have you seen them?
Yeah, but look at I'm saying for Denver, if you look at what Denver's done over the last 6 weeks, 4 come from behind wins because they start off slow.
Yeah, but the Raiders defense isn't that great. Just that the Broncos offense is not what we think they are.
They kind of are. They because they've come back. Listen, there's games where they were clearly the better team and they slow roll it coming out of the gate and then got to play catch up. And they've done it a few times this year. I think as you get closer to the games meaning something, the better the teams get. You give a good team a lead like that, right? And you ain't going to be able to come back like you've been against some of these other teams.
We've already spent too much time on this game. It was 10-7.
like
I mean, it was a terrible game. What do we have to talk about? It sucked.
All right. I know, but you know what? The sports takes you where it takes you.
The sports does take you where it takes you. That's fair.
You just say, I wish you would have made a left instead of a right.
Yeah.
I got you. I get it. I understand. It's not the most appealing conversation, but like, it's kind of one of those things. Remember last year with the Canes and they give up these big leads and then come back and win at the end early in the year. Right. Well, eventually it caught up to them.
Yep.
And the way Denver is playing, right? If you keep leaving average teams in it, something crazy could happen at the end of the game. You end up losing the game you have no business losing.
Well, that happened to them with the that they should really only have one loss because they had that with the field goal. Remember against the Colts?
Right, exactly. So like
8-2 is still a pretty good season though.
No, it isn't. No, they're fine. I'm just listen. The record is the record. But all I'm saying is if you look at how they're winning, where they've really had no dominant wins that will indicate they're 8-2. They've just come back an awful lot. And at some point, that usually tends to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, I think, though, if it was the Chiefs, we'd give it to winning moxie, Like the Chiefs, the Chiefs spent all
go ahead, Vlad, Chiefs, you say it. You say
I understand, but the Chiefs did that all of last year. Like they were pulling wins out of their butts all the time.
And then when it got to that critical time.
But they got ring protection. And also we've seen it done before.
Got to the Super Bowl, though, guys.
Huh?
Right.
They got to the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. You argued against yourself?
No, I'm not. I think if anything, it still showed them that they were a good team.
To say the Patriots do that and to say Denver does it is two different things. Two different levels.
Teams. Those are teams that are trying to get to the level that the Chiefs are already at. It's the same thing with the Eagles. Remember when the year the Eagles, after the Super Bowl, they went 10-1? All the games they were winning were close. You knew that sooner or later when they play against good teams, it was going to bite them in the ass. And it did. But now if they struggle right now, they were early in the year, what we're saying, it's the reigning champs. They'll get it together. Oh, they're still under,
How did you guys get 4 more minutes out of this game? I don't understand. How did you trick me?
You did.
4 more minutes on this 10-7 win?
I mean,
we're not talking about the win. We're just talking about the ways in which they're winning. It just seems not sustainable.
I'll tell you what I find with
the Dolphins. They're finding ways to win while the Dolphins aren't finding ways to win. Those are the games because Dolphins similar situation. There've been games and the Dolphins haven't found a way to win. Right. There's why you talk those 4 minutes.
Yeah, but the Dolphins, I mean, their losses.
But you know what happens though, Tobin? Here's what happens in sports. If you get to the end of one of those games and you do the right thing, now you got something in the bank. You got something to go to say, hey, this is how we handled ourselves in that situation. But they don't have anything in the bank. They don't have anything to go to get through those tough situations. And every time they get into those tough situations, it goes the wrong way, right? Denver is kind of finding ways to win, and they kind of, at the end of those moments, at the end of a game or whatever, they seem to relax because they've been there before.
Well, they shouldn't have been cheap bastards going after Jaylen Waddle. You wanted to vamp your offense up a little bit with your boring ass players. You should have gone and given up 2 first-round picks for Jaylen Waddle. You want to win so bad.
No, nobody. Like I don't know.
No, I mean it is like that. The Colts literally did that. The Colts saw a big weakness and they were like, you know what? We're gonna overpay for Sauce Gardner.
But overpaying for Sauce Gardner and overpaying for Jaylen Waddle are 2 different things.
How? I mean,
because they're not on the same level.
If you're going for it, you're going for it. And by the way, Jaylen Waddle's probably gonna impact that offense more so than Sauce will be for the Colts defense, which has already been good this year.
We just had a GM that thought like that.
Yeah.
He's no longer the GM.
I understand, but he was also bad at evaluating. It like of all the things Chris Greer did, trading for Tyreek Hill is probably the best thing on his resume. Like I don't subscribe to that argument.
Guys,
if you did a better job with your picks along with trading for Tyreek Hill, you would have been in a fine spot. Like the one thing you can say about Chris Greer, the F them picks really wasn't that bad of an option. You traded for a guy who broke your franchise record twice. What would he have done? Blown those first round picks like he always does? So I think if you're the Broncos and you were sitting here being like, you're 8-2, but you say you have these questions. Their defense is amazing. What is it? Number 1, 2 in the league. By the way, very weird that Vance Joseph is the defensive coordinator. Show some big pride by him that he would take that job. Either way,
after being fired by that same organization.
It's very odd. Don't you find that a little weird?
Didn't they do that with Vic Fangio?
Not with Denver.
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't he the defensive coordinator after he got fired?
Not for Denver, dude.
No, not for Denver. No.
Okay.
No, he was a consultant, I think, and then he got the Dolphins job, and then he got the Eagles job.
Okay. What
you guys get 4 more minutes out of this game. It's just amazing.
We're not talking about the game.
Houdini trick by you. The point is, you obviously should have given a lot more up for Jaylen Waddle, you greedy pigs. Now you're stuck here. You got no offense with your stupid Bo Nix getting booed.
They won. They blew all them up.
Yeah, they won.
Stacking up wins.
But you just told me you weren't impressed by it.
I mean, not really. No, that's not what I said.
It's kind of what you said.
No, it's not kind of what I said. I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said, if you keep winning games like this, eventually it's going to bite you in the butt. Because you ain't Kansas City. And we ain't going to make assumptions that you always going to be able to go to that well to find a way to win at the end. And as the teams get more difficult, like you struggled to a 10-7 win against the Raiders. All right? Put some of the teams in that situation you're competing against to try to get one of those playoff spots or win the division. And you scored 10 points. You're getting smoked. Now, they do have a hell of a defense. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Poor Gino.
Gino he got Kamala's splash on his knee.
Yeah.
Why was he yelling at Raheem Mostert last night?
Oh, because Raheem missed a blocking assignment.
He's old. And the old don't like to block as much.
Well, the old love to argue with each other, and then after finishing arguing, dap it up. It's like, my bad, man. I was just acting.
Dude, I learned early on in my career, if you always want a spot on the team as a running back, be a good pass protector.
Do you think that he was sincerely apologetic, or do you think that he found out that his tirade was caught on camera and so that he
No,
gave him my bad?
No, you have to be apologetic, man, because I know even though Leroy's gonna say that, no, nobody's gonna ever do that. It's still a game, but you say something slick to your offensive lineman, they might be a no lay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you also have to know
Locking, Ole, Max Crosby.
You also have to know when it's applicable, right? So if you and who you going to, like, so for example, we had a New Zealander playing right guard. He got yelled at the whole game because he was like a polar bear out there sometimes, right? And we just have to say, just hit the guy in front of you, and we'll adjust, right? And you would yell at him, but you wouldn't yell at the left guard, who's a Hall of Famer.
You guys gave him the same advice that Paulie gave to Rocky.
Pretty
when
much.
he
Pretty much.
Hit the one in the middle.
Pretty much.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update from our friends over at Chill Zone AC, featuring reliably root AC systems? Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
AC hasn't been pumping that much, so nice cool weather. Winds are light, real light, coming out of the northeast. It is partly cloudy, and I'm going to say it's right around 80 degrees. I'm going to take, I usually don't do this. Not a very high chance of rain.
Wow.
Even though, there's some patchy clouds, but nothing serious. Should be a very good weekend.
And where's the wind blowing out, you said?
Northeast, out of the northeast.
Wind is blowing out of the east-southeast. It is 82 degrees. It feels like 86, and the wind gusts are up to 5 miles per hour.
You know what that means? The humidity is picking up. If it feels like 86, if you have a low humidity, it feels even less or right what the temperature is.
Get to tickle Leroy's fancy here a little bit later on this hour. Somebody whose fancy was very tickled was Jaelan Phillips. This Jaelan Phillips got to Philadelphia, and you want to talk about going from the outhouse to the penthouse. He is peacocking up there with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I thought I was excited day one. Talk to me now. This is literally the greatest thing that's happened to me in my whole life, probably. But it's just awesome. The guys are awesome. Everybody's been super welcoming. I love the environment here. I love the vibe here. The city of Philly's, giving me a very warm welcome. I got about 20 times the amount of Instagram likes that I ever got on the post before from the Philly fans, so shout out to y'all. But yeah, it's been great so far. Getting out there practicing. I love the weather here. I love the locker room. Everything's awesome.
Stop with the lies. You cannot love the weather in Philadelphia more than the weather in Miami. Right. That's a big lie.
Jeez.
-1 for him.
Wow.
No, I think all options are on the table.
Wow. He is. Wow. I guess that's what it is right now. You're going to the defending champs. That's how you're going to feel. But you are right, Vlad. It's not exactly like going from Boston to Florida like Marchand, and then you have the beach.
Can you honestly say in November you rather the weather in Philadelphia than the weather in Miami?
Didn't he just get
no
engaged?
Sane human being will say that.
I hope Mrs. JP didn't hear that. This is the greatest day ever.
Yeah,
let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you something, dude. Those Instagram likes are going to turn to middle fingers real quick if you miss another one of them sacks.
Yeah, with your warning track sack power.
I would say I never went from, I was always in the cold places. So to say, oh, this is great and whatever, I was like, yeah, I'm here.
Even he's so happy to be out of Miami because even a curmudgeon like Vic Fangio, he's like, hey, Vic, great to see you. And he's like, yeah, sack the quarterback. And he goes, great to see you too. Because Vic Fangio's not warm and fuzzy. Think you got him some bagels in the morning? No way.
Yeah, but the thing about old coaches,
yep.
Once you get in, you're in for life. Right?
Interesting.
If you look at Bill Belichick and some of the players that he cherished, they all come from the OG, Giants. Right? And then when he got to New England, he got a new crew.
Yeah, they all get it from he's a Parcells guy, or
right, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
It happens.
It makes the coach.
Even Mike McDaniel did it with Mostert and
Wilson.
Who's the other running back?
Jeff Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Jeff Wilson. Right. So he's done it too. I just wish he had tried to build the team like all the teams he left. But
it was something.
Somebody said he's going from iguanas in the toilet to dog-sized rats.
That's true.
All I remember about Philadelphia is when you could leave the hotel to go to the stadium, you pass 1,000 funeral homes.
Really?
Oh my goodness! On the number funeral homes every corner.
Maybe trying to tell you guys something.
I don't know.
Feel haunted?
No, I'll tell you, them fans mean as hell.
Oh,
you can't get around that.
You did play.
They mean to everybody. Somebody, it's like they go to the game and say somebody getting booed, either our team or the other team.
I mean, they had a jail in the stadium.
Mm-hmm. And a little peephole.
What?
It was before I got there. They closed it up.
Oh, yeah.
Wink. Nah.
I mean, like, look, I understand when you have been in a situation like he's been in, and also it's kind of like a fresh start for him, right? Like you've had all these injuries, and now, I don't know. It's a big year for him. Obviously, it's a contract year, and even if he had a great year here, you don't know if the Dolphins are going to keep you around. Now you go to a situation in Philadelphia where, like, if he balls out for a contender, you're setting yourself up in a big way. They might forget about all that injury stuff.
I think the situation becomes better for him if he should ball out, right? But the fact of the matter is that if he had balled out here, right, he'd still be in the same situation, because if he had balled out here, the team would be in a better situation.
Probably. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So
it was a bad defense this year. I mean, like, I can't put it all. He wasn't he wasn't in a good unit, much like the Jets. Like, we all can say Sauce Gardner's an excellent player. The Jets were not a good team. I mean, he came into a team, bunch of rookies on the D line, no cornerbacks, safeties that are miserable, maybe a potential fat cattery that's going on the defensive line as well. He's battling a lot of things. Now, he had some fault in that too. Chop Robinson wasn't any great shakes this year. Bradley Chubb's tackling his own teammates. So you have your own obstacles.
Hey, Vlad. So question, Jay Tolles says, crazy how Leroy says Sauce is one of the best players in the league. Ask Vlad if he's been good.
He's been good. Has he been called for penalties? Yeah, they've called the penalties on him, but he's still been good.
Right. Okay.
I mean, listen, Indy must have thought he was that good to offer 2 first-round picks.
Right.
Doesn't cheating go along with being a great cornerback?
Yes.
All the time.
You got to be able to, here's what you got to be able to do. And you always hear sometimes, oh, that's an old veteran move right there. You running next to him and the dude jumping for the ball and you got his shirt. Right?
Yeah.
And they can't see it. The other thing I used to always Frank Minifield used to always tell me this. He said, boom. You know why I got white gloves and brown gloves and black gloves? He said, because if they wearing white, I'm going to have my white gloves. They can't see it. So he would have white sleeves with white gloves, and they have white jerseys.
Chameleon.
Your coach also said that. Belichick would always tell people to do that as well. Like, if they're wearing white, wear white gloves because the referee won't be able to tell.
So there's but here's what makes you good. You got to be good enough to get to that position where you can hold somebody. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you just reaching, then it's blatant. Somebody says Sauce ranked as 21st corner so far this season, but that could also be the pass rush. So you got to be careful with that.
But cheating goes along with that position. Jalen Ramsey cheats all the time.
Absolutely. Right? There's the same thing. There's two groups that always fight during practices. Cornerbacks and wide receivers, and linebackers and tight ends.
Somebody was saying this recently about defenders in the NBA too. Somebody was saying this about Lou Dort, and it's just like he gets to play by different rules because it's like they know he's a physical defender that kind of goes Draymond same way. And that's like, then you're Duncan Robinson, you try the same thing, they're calling it on you.
Right. But he earned it. They earned that.
Right. Pat Beverly, like you start earning your rep.
So when so for example, when you make an all defensive team, the officials looking at you, no matter what you're doing on defense, is saying, oh, he playing good defense.
Right.
Whether you holding or not.
Duncan Robinson is always going to be Duncan Robinson.
If you've been a pine cone or a traffic cone your whole career, right?
Oh, -1.
I kind of like it.
If you've been a traffic cone for your whole career, and then you finally play some good D, you ain't gonna get the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, pine cone, won't you smash a pine cone?
You could smash a pine.
But hey, listen, I said the wrong thing.
No,
but
no,
let
you
me say
did.
this.
But it was
A
good.
pine cone is still just sitting there.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. To really smash a pine cone.
Pine cone sounds like the guy who gets dunked over by Wemby. Like you're a pine cone amongst the trees.
Or as Al Mackey said, you get called a pigeon.
Oh man, gotta get. People keep putting.
How much? Wait. So how much longer is he in Memphis?
We'll get into it. We got because there's a lot of stuff going on, but we got to take a break. We got to take all my fans come up. We'll get into the Josh stuff coming up next hour. We'll take a break. Back after this. All right. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy's.
Let's go. Although this local teams have gotten me.
Well, yeah, I understand. Well, you know what? We'll you know what always gets you in a good mood? Travel. Why don't we take you to the international games as we have Leroy, the Falcons, taking on the Colts in Germany, 9:30 on Sunday. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No.
Really?
Fancy, not tickled.
I'm interested. Like, India's been winning games a lot different than Denver, right? They look really good on both sides of the ball. And so I look at them as a contender. I know it's hard to imagine the Indianapolis Colts, but yeah, they're one of those teams.
Steven, don't you like running backs? Won't you want to see Bijan versus Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, but he's attached to Atlanta.
Oh, he's a Saint. I forgot. Leroy, you spread yourself thin with Minnesota, Cleveland,
New
Orleans, Miami.
Hey, I talk about a lot of teams, but from the first day I've started doing radio till this day, Atlanta
is your most hated city.
Yes, that's childhood. That's carried me for most of my years.
I mean, you would think that would tickle your fancy then. A little petty watch in the morning.
No, what am I doing on Sunday morning, dude?
Playing golf.
Don't you have the iPad?
That ain't iPad worthy.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. At
You
1
asked me if
o'clock.
my fancy was tickled. I took all the factors into account.
Fair enough. It's your segment, not mine. At 1 o'clock.
Why are you trying to change my mind then?
I don't know. Fellow was dismissive for the surprising Colts. 1 o'clock. The 6-2 Buffalo Bills stroll into town to take on the 2-7 Miami Dolphins. The line has gone down. The Bills are now 8.5-point favorites. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Somebody, sir?
It does. It does. I want to see
My fancy is tickled.
I want to see if people play better football without Papa Shot. Like, come on, man. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of injuries on the defensive side for the Bills, but I got to be honest with you, Vlad. I literally feel like that happens every year with the Dolphins and Bills. They're like, oh, we're missing Epinesa. We're missing this. And whoever they replace with does just as good. It doesn't.
Now, for the most part, don't the Dolphins usually keep these games close?
Yeah, I mean, there's usually the way it's gone is usually there's one close one blowout. That's how it's been going lately.
Yes, a close game or a crappy game. It's two ways that it goes.
Right.
I don't know why I still think this team could turn it around.
You're delusional.
Bless your heart.
It's not like, I guess I would have to admit that maybe I'm a little delusional. I don't. That's usually not my thing.
It's good of you,
right? It's not my thing. It's not my thing at all. But I always just looking at how they play and how they can play, and believe it or not, if the Dolphins fare well in this game, you're going to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a well-called game by the coaching staff.
So it also could be a farewell game.
Ooh. Well, no. The farewell game might happen the week after.
Because that's right before the bye week.
Right, yeah.
Listen,
if you lose to Marcus Mariota after I gave you a free trip to Spain, you got to go.
The international trip never bodes well for the struggling team.
No.
I know.
Well, they both struggling. So how does that work?
Well, it doesn't. Dan Quinn's got the pass this year because his quarterback's hurt. You know, they just went to the NCC title game last year. He's got a little reprieve, I feel like.
Right.
You know, at 1 o'clock, the New York Football Giants take on the Bears. Chicago's a 4.5-point favorite. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No, that's 1 o'clock.
Fancy, not tickled.
That's a tickle fight.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know where Chicago, although Chicago has been playing better.
We got a sneaky Leroy Horde Bowl at 1 o'clock. The Baltimore Ravens at 3-5, fresh off their win over the Dolphins, travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Baltimore's a 4.5-point road favorite. Take your fancy?
Yeah, they're starting to get their guys back, and they played some good football last week. So I guess everybody's just, like you said, I don't know if they get ring protection, but they're one of those teams that always
they get MVP ring protection.
Right. So from that standpoint, I think they're just assuming. But the Vikings are really good too. Defensively, their quarterback hasn't played, and he's just coming along. So
they really love the Ravens to be a 4.5-point road favorite against a team that just beat the Lions on the road.
Yes,
that's crazy.
That seems like a Vikings all day chili pepper.
Yeah.
Well, that's there for you if you want it.
Yep.
At 1 o'clock, the
Don't
Cleveland
even do
Browns visit the New York Jets. Tickle your fancy?
Fancy is tickled.
It has to be.
Fancy is tickled.
I'm contractually obligated to watch this. But here's the problem, Vlad. Y'all don't have Sauce Gardner or a defender on the front line, and they don't have nobody that can get open that can catch the ball.
Yes, we do.
No, I'm saying the Browns don't.
Oh, the Browns don't
have nobody to get.
So
It'd be different.
the weaknesses that we have doesn't matter because you don't have the strength and the. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Now, I will say this: that the Browns, if Quinnen Williams isn't there, he's not there.
I'm gonna run.
They will try to run the ball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, terrible game. 1 o'clock.
Yours isn't any better either, but
not saying that it is.
Vlad, we know, man.
We know, dude.
We know. You ain't got to throw that out there.
At 1 o'clock, the 7-2 New England Patriots head on over to Tampa Bay to take on the 6-2 Buccaneers. Tampa is a 2.5-point favorite at home. Does this game tickle your fancy, Leroy?
Yeah.
My fancy is tickled.
It's something about it's two teams that find ways to win games. Drake May is coming along. I'm a big fan of Baker, but they're banged up outside.
Shake and bake.
They're losing a lot of their weapons outside.
Yeah, but they're coming off a bye week this week.
Yeah, but still, they still. Evans is not coming back.
I mean, he's not coming.
No, he's got a broken collarbone.
Yeah,
I think they're getting. They might. I mean, I'm looking at their injuries.
Godwin might be back.
Godwin did not practice yesterday. Neither did Bucky Irving, but they are questionable. They're not ruled out yet.
Still a lot of questions around who's going to be available. But they've won games with nobody available. It's kind of one of those teams, right?
Patriots coming on strong as well. Should be a good matchup. Probably the juiciest in the 1 o'clock slate, because then we have your childhood team, the 1-8 Saints, taking on the sneaky, surprising, spunky 5-4 Carolina Panthers, who are 5.5-point favorites. Tickle your fancy?
The Panthers are a favorite?
Yeah.
By 5.5. Yeah. The 5.5-point favorites.
It's something about
fancy, not tickled.
No. I'm just like too much. I know the Saints are bad, but we rolling with Carolina like that.
Yeah, they're 5-4. Leroy
beat Green Bay last week. They beat
Miami. Beat them 13-10.
16-13. Still won.
So what?
Right.
They won.
Yeah, no, they won.
And it was a road game.
They weren't the 13.5-point favorite. They were the underdog. Doesn't matter if you're the underdog, how you win. You won.
Right. I would still be a little reluctant to be given points if I'm back in Carolina.
Well, that many points. That's a lot of points. You got to win by a touchdown.
Although the Saints are terrible.
Who they play? Tyler Sloth?
Shook.
Shuck.
Tyler.
Shuck.
Shuck. I think it's Shuck.
Shuck.
Chuck?
I think it's Shuck.
With no C.
Yeah, it's kind of like Christian Brown on the on
with
the
no
Nokia, and
W.
you're like, that's not how that's spelled.
That's spelled Braun.
Yeah, that's I know words, and that's not how that's spelled.
No, you barely know words.
Fair
Don't.
1 o'clock, Leroy. The Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Houston Texans. Jacksonville is 5-3. They are 1.5-point road favorites at the 3-5 Texans. Tickle your fancy?
Isn't
not tickled?
Isn't their quarterback hurt?
Yes, CJ Stroud is out with a concussion, and Travis Hunter is on the IR with a knee injury.
Who is their backup?
Davis Mills.
Still doing it, Davis Mills, huh? Good for him.
Oh man. See, this is one of those games where you think, wow, they're playing with Davis Mills. This team has been terrible, right?
Not their defense.
Right. But still, you can only do so much.
Yeah, but Trevor will give you some. Trevor will keep you in the game.
He throws up some stinkers.
And the Jaguars are one team right when you want to give them love, show them love.
That's how I feel about Carolina. I'm gonna give you
the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an option. Survivor pool, you got to pick one team.
I'm taking Carolina. I'm taking Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking Carolina too.
I'm taking Carolina.
Okay, so
especially since it's at home.
I'm gonna tell you why. Carolina is just getting good. Jacksonville for the last 3 years have been like teasing you, teetering on. Are they going to be a team to take the step with Trevor, or are they going to be a team that needs to get rid of Trevor and rebuild?
The one thing I'll say about Carolina is if there's one thing they can do, they can run the football. So that's gonna pay dividends to wherever you are.
Right,
huh?
Rico Suave. That's the guy.
Yep.
Nah.
He's good.
He's good.
Less embarrassing. Some things less embarrassing. Rico Dowdle killing the Dolphins and the Colts killing the Dolphins. Still losses, though. Doesn't make you feel any better. Anyway, we start the 4 o'clock slate. Cardinals at the Seahawks. Cardinals 3-5. The Jacoby Brissett era is upon us. Taking on the 6-2 Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is nearly a touchdown favorite. 6.5-point favorite in their building, Leroy. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No, but I think Seattle going to put it on them.
Fancy, not tickled.
425, the LA Rams at 6-2 take on the 6-3 San Francisco 49ers. LA is a 4.5-point road favorite. Does that game tickle your fancy?
I'm still trying to figure out how San Francisco is putting it together because with all the injuries and banged up and
got a coach.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see that game. I want to see that game because now we're getting to the point where these 6-3 and 7-2 teams are playing each other in their own division and their own, conference, and it's starting to mean a little bit more as far as now you're getting an advantage over certain teams.
Still reeling me, damn it. 425, the Detroit Lions take on the Washington Commanders.
Are they double digits?
7.5-point road favorites.
Yeah.
Take your fancy?
No, Washington.
Fancy, not tickled.
Hot garbage right now.
I don't feel like we've tickled your fancy very much this week.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, New England.
Yeah.
San Francisco Rams.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I
the
got a
games
full
that are
slate.
bad. Yeah, the games that are bad.
You don't seem enthused. When I say tickle your fancy, you don't seem as enthused. It's like I have to twist your arm for it to be tickled.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Was it?
Okay. Because I'm in football hell.
No, you're not.
You're down here?
You got Michigan.
They got 2 losses too.
But they still control their destiny.
Yeah. But I'm gonna just say this. Yeah, but we talking about Sunday. Right?
I mean, it is what it is.
Right. But there's not, just watching all these teams take those next steps and then
can't be happy for their happiness.
I want my own happiness, damn it.
I agree. Sunday Night Football. Your guy, Aaron Rodgers, and his 5-3 Steelers visit the LA Chargers at 6-3. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites. Of course, they have lost a lot on their offensive line, but does this game tickle your fancy, Leroy?
Yeah, I'll watch. I won't even be hate watching.
Tickled.
Of course you're going to watch. There's a Michigan man coaching.
Crazy person. Finally, Monday Night Football.
Oh, best game of the weekend.
Good. This is good. The Philadelphia Eagles at 6-2 go into the frozen or brisk, I guess, right now. Tundra.
Oh, it's frozen. It's frozen.
Of Lambeau Field to take on the Packers, who
Good
are
Monday night game.
5-2-1.
Good Monday night game.
Green Bay is a 1.5 point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yep. Good. I will say this. Green Bay has problems with teams that control the football. Right? So just think of that and what the Eagles do. The Eagles will methodically move the ball down the field, and it kind of forces Green Bay to almost press too much. And they've gotten in trouble in every game that's kind of had that, where the other team just control the ball by running it. And that's kind of how they lost to Carolina.
The
Jaelan Phillips debut too.
Jaelan Phillips debut. He loves the weather. Well, Vlad is right. It's going to be slightly below freezing,
and
9 degrees. So
somebody just Big J just said Chop ruled out Sunday.
Chop ruled out. Well, he got a concussion. Yeah, it didn't sound very promising.
What kind of concussion is that? I don't remember.
The
only concussion I missed the next week was because I got up in the hospital.
They gave you smelling salt, man. You was good. Oh, you all right? Hey, how many numbers?
Isn't that the one Belichick would let you play?
Yeah,
get in there. You know.
Yep, because they on Thursday and Friday they smashed my head back and forth to see if I was okay, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he said, "No, we're gonna sit you this week."
Yeah. It also says D. Eskridge is out Sunday for the Dolphins, according to Mike McDaniel. So got to find a new returner.
Chop wasn't gonna chop that big moose down in number 17 for Buffalo.
Take a break.
Smitha said, he really said, I don't remember when talking about concussions. That's a concussion, you dummy. So I'm explaining.
This guy's ruthless, man. Take a break. Back after this.
Ruthless.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. The Cats get it done last night against the LA Kings, 5-2. The Sams with some goals for the Cats. Sam Bennett, Sam Reinhart, each lighting the lamp for Florida. Brad Marchand continues his excellent season. He had a huge pair. And Mr. Los Olas, Anton Lundell, handsome. He had a goal for the Cats as well. Needed that one.
Yep.
Needed that one in a big, big way. This was Sergei Bobrovsky on how much they needed it.
I would say we take one period at a time. You know, it's a big game for us. We just we're gonna get rest, get ready for the next one. Next one is a big game for us again to build that chemistry, to build our game.
Focus. He also says he loves Brad Marchand.
No, he's been outstanding for us whole season. You know, he's the one who drives us. You know, he's a leader in the locker room. He's a leader on the ice. It's just it's great to have him. He's a great two-way forward, quick, fast, and a good leader.
Love it. He's been awesome. It's very weird. I don't know what to do with this guy. I mean, he's not only come over here, dazzled in the playoffs. He's continuing it on. I didn't think he was going to stick around. I figured like Brad Marchand was going to come in here that first year, dip out after the cup, go play in Toronto, go get a hero's welcome. It's just too good down here, dude. He's just like, you know what? Let's stick around. Put some roots down here. Get a golf cart.
Get a golf cart.
I feel like that's the first thing everybody does once they sign. I think Kachuk takes him over to the golf cart dealership. Fancy. Careful, though. Make sure you have a designated golf cart driver from the elbow room.
Listen.
You don't want what happened.
My house.
Oh, great. Dude, I'm telling you, they know no bounds. And by the way, these snot-nosed kids with the golf carts, you're not allowed to drive those.
Nope.
You're not allowed to drive those, and they're just driving by with reckless abandon.
We have the kids with the little bitty motorcycles. Whoa. Dirt bikes. Bikes.
In my day, a little motorcycle was meant for one person, a clown. Now you got these little kids whizzing by.
And then everybody got to hit a wheelie.
Yep. With their tiny crotch rockets. Ridiculous, dude. This is crazy. Anyway, Panthers will be back at it tomorrow, taking on the Sharks. Needed that win yesterday. Sergei Bobrovsky, 24 saves in the win as the Panthers continue their road trip. The Canes got a win last night over Bethune-Cookman, 101-61. Malik Renew had 22 points. Trey Donaldson had 23. And a good start for Jay Lucas. I think Stetson is their next game. Taking on all these Florida teams to start things off here, No Buccaneers no Barry Buccaneers on the schedule. I saw, scared. I don't know what to tell you. Bethune gave quite a fight to Auburn before this ass kicking. So, listen, don't sleep on the Bobcats.
Maybe Auburn isn't that good.
Hard to say. I don't know.
No, it's not.
It might be.
It's the crazy thing about sports, man. It doesn't transfer. You think because, Miami beat Bethune and Bethune barely got by Auburn, that if Miami paid Auburn, they would beat the brakes off of them.
I don't know that they couldn't beat the brakes off them, dude, to be honest with you. 2-0 is 2-0 in my book. I'm not apologizing to anybody.
No, you don't have to. I'm not saying to apologize. I'm just saying it. Like, I don't know exactly what it means.
Some injury updates from Mike McDaniel last hour. He says this from Barry Jackson from the Miami Herald. Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel said the team is preparing as though Chop Robinson and Rasul Douglas will not play against the visiting Buffalo Bills, but he's not totally ruling it out. Robinson is progressing through concussion protocol, but as of Thursday, he was not cleared to do much on-field work. He says, with the timing and where we're at, I'm preparing for him not to play against the Bills. Rasul Douglas is dealing with ankle and foot injuries, but he's not shutting the door on him playing because he wants to play so bad.
I will.
Okay.
Ankle, foot.
Not good.
Dude, ankles and feet, like either it's not that bad, or if it's bad to the point where it ain't gonna mysteriously get better in 2 days.
It's tough.
Right.
Get ready, Ethan Bonner.
Intangibles.
D. Eskridge will not play because of a shoulder injury.
He hurt his shoulder on that fumble.
Stuff.
Don't worry. I used to hear stuff like that, so I can dish it out.
No one's questioning it. Mike McDaniel also said that waived tight end Tanner Connor, they waived him after practice because they might need a spot on the 53-man roster for a different player. He declined to elaborate for competitive reasons about any transaction that will have to be announced by tomorrow. They might bring him back.
Put him on practice squad. Don't you have to clear? Wait, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if you get cut, you have to clear waivers and then be put on practice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he, I believe, is there to be picked up. And I don't believe he has a very expensive deal. So he could get snatched up if somebody wants to, would love him. Buffalo. Intangible's name, intangible tight end.
Oh, yeah. They got three.
If we added Dawson, Dalton, Jackson, and Tanner.
The four horsemen.
The four intangibles horsemen.
I mean, do you have to say intangibles?
Well, you're right.
You just say the four horsemen?
Well, not the original four horsemen.
It ain't. Well, I mean, it ain't.
You had four horsemen of the apocalypse. You had four horsemen of the apocalypse, four horsemen of the intangibles.
Ain't no nature boy with them.
Oh man, that's crazy. Pretty wild. Also from Barry's article, Dolphins rookie running back Ollie Gordon was contrite about lashing out at running back coach Eric Stoodsville for his heated exchange. He says, I was caught up in the heat of a moment. When you look at it, I was wrong. I probably should have said, yes, sir, and kept going about my business. We didn't have to have the fallout about it. We talked about it, and everything was good from there. Why?
I ain't buying it. Because, first of all, the coach shouldn't be coming at you like that while you still in the game. You could do it at halftime, after the game, or whatever, but you're still trying to win. So why are you going at a player like that? Especially when most of us thought it was a bogus call.
It was a bogus call.
So at that point, you should have your players back. You shouldn't be going at him. It makes it look like you defending you.
I'm sure if he wasn't a rookie, he wouldn't have to go about this.
It don't matter. The play is the play.
Apologizing.
The play is the play. Right. If he wasn't a rookie, he wouldn't have to. You're right. But the play is the play. And all the coach heard was penalty on him. Right? And yeah. And so to come at and say, wait a minute, I didn't even do anything. Right? Like all of a sudden, coaches on the sidelines are yelling at officials for making bad calls. Now all of a sudden you yelling at your player. It's quite possible he could have made a bad call. So I just think you handle that situation a little bit differently.
Sure.
Because if you yelling at a player on the sidelines, at that moment, when everybody else can see the replay and you haven't, you making that about you. You ain't making it about the mistake on the field. So yeah, it was a bad look. Normally, I would never go at a coach on the sidelines like that because it defeats the purpose of what everybody's trying to accomplish. But at the same time, I can say I don't have a problem with the guy defending himself, right? And I would have said, Coach, before you start coming at me like this, why don't you look at the replay, right? So, yeah, it was too much, and I don't like. Right? Here's what I don't like. I don't like the coach coming out at him like that. He defend himself, and he got to be the one to come out and apologize. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
No,
coach
I
should have
get it.
came out. That coach should have came out right away. And then when you ask the player later on in the week, then it could be reciprocal, right? He could reciprocate those feelings. But for him to be the only one to have to speak to it is crazy when he wasn't the one who initiated it.
Take a break here on the program. Back with more for this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Miami Heat, they'll be back in action tonight. They are taking on the Charlotte Hornets. First night of a home back-to-back. The Heat will have the Portland Trail Blazers tomorrow. The Blazers are not playing tonight. Just making sure they weren't playing in Orlando, which means...
Yeah, South Beach flu.
Enjoy the night. Astron, assemble! Enjoy your night in Miami, boys.
Yo, Mike B should say, you should have him say Astron assemble. You should have him say that.
Oh, Mike B, I don't know if he'll do that one.
That'd be
he usually doesn't say no to us. I don't know if he'll say that.
He's retiring. He could do it. He's retiring after this.
True. He is retiring.
That'd be hysterical.
Oh my god.
Oh man. The Heat will be in action tonight and then 8:00 tomorrow at the Kaseya Center. So go check that on out. No Bam Adebayo tonight. He is dealing with a toe sprain. I'd imagine he's going to miss tomorrow as well. No shoot around today. Erik Spoelstra will address the media today at his normal time availability. So obviously a traumatic couple of days for Erik Spoelstra. The team did put out a statement yesterday for those who did not see it, just to because man, that was a scary scenes that the team was dealing with. But their statement that they put out, we're grateful to learn that nobody was harmed in the fire at Coach Spoelstra's residence this morning. Our thoughts, prayers, and assistance are with Spo and his family during this time. So glad that nobody was hurt, but obviously terrible that he has no place to live right now. So
again, things are things.
Things are things, but
nobody was hurt. You can rebuild things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but it still is.
It don't mean it's not a pain.
It's not at all. Still an awful experience. So, gonna be an interesting one tonight. You got to deal with this Hornets team coming in here. NBA Cup gets going, and the Heat in this Hornets, they beat the Hornets earlier in the year, put 144 on them. No Brandon Miller. I believe he's still hurt for Charlotte. I think LaMelo is questionable for tonight or probable. Let's see. It says he's questionable with an ankle injury for tonight. Colin Sexton is probable for tonight. He's had a nice year with them so far.
Right.
Grant Williams with that trash talk, he still is out with a knee injury. The big thing that's gone on, a lot of national buzz around the Ja Morant stuff. Now, I saw Mark Stein report yesterday. There doesn't appear to be this sense of urgency from Memphis to trade him. But it is one of these things that's very odd because
have they learned anything from Jimmy Butler?
Who? The Heat?
Has Memphis learned anything?
Oh, yeah.
If you let this linger on, it's just going to go poorly.
Well, yeah. The thing is interesting. I really do like it. It very much clearly seems like he does not like the coach, Tuomas Iasalo.
Well, if you don't like two coaches, maybe it's not the coach's issue.
That's a fair point.
Hold on. Don't say that's a fair point. I didn't want him to come here when the previous coach from his team.
Vlad.
Well, he's
my man Tobes sometimes tend to overlook certain aspects of what he wants because he's gonna now tell you, but that was in Memphis.
Memphis is Memphis.
You know we're doing the same offense, right?
Here's the thing.
And that guy's coaching. He's spearheading the conversion to what Ja was supposed to be doing last year.
He's not spearheading. He is an unlisted consultant, Nikola Jokić.
Where do you think they're getting it from?
And here's the thing that I'm curious about. Now, everybody said last year that, Ja didn't like the offense. However, starting to get the arithmetic on this whole thing of making a stink. Did he not like the offense? Or was he just tired of Memphis? You know, it's very easy to say, oh, I don't like the offense. Oh, John doesn't like the offense. Let's fire Taylor Jenkins with 6 games left. That's how desperate they are. But now you don't like this guy either. Maybe it has nothing to do with the offense. Maybe he just doesn't like you guys.
So he's the new Marcone now. He's walking away from Memphis now.
I'm walking away from Memphis. Yeah, I don't know, Vlad. I'm just saying, like, maybe the offense isn't the issue as much as we thought it was.
First class ticket to Miami.
Whoa. Hey, it's been real Memphis. This has been fun.
Tobes,
What?
You're doing it again.
What am I doing?
You making the circumstance fit what you want.
I'm not making my first of all.
Yes, you are.
Hold
Yes,
on.
you are.
Hold on.
Yes,
That's
you
not
are.
fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Really?
That's
I
not
mean,
fair.
sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, here's the thing. I am not making any. I don't even know if I want Ja Morant. Okay, so first of all,
stop it,
it's just
Tobin.
that I want Ja
Stop
Morant.
Don't even start.
Everybody just keeps looking, Vlad, and they're like, "Oh, Miami would be the perfect place for Ja Morant. He needs culture."
Tobin, you know you want to say make a stink. You know you want to say it. So
He's
say
already making a stink. I don't have to tell him anything. He's already making a stink.
Thank you, J Fig.
Why? Why do I get a -1?
You know why. Stop acting like you're
fair.
innocent. Stop acting like you're innocent.
Or lying.
You are not.
Dude.
A show pony.
That's not fair.
Fraud
I'm just
with access.
okay. Hear me out on this. Would the Heat not have a little bit of insight? Maybe you call up our old friend, Anthony Carter. Is he still coaching on Memphis? I think he is.
Wait a minute. Even more of an insight.
Hmm?
Who's Ja's agent?
It was Mike Miller, but they're
Oh, they done?
they broke up. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, then you still have an insight. He'll let you know.
Yep. Yep.
Hey,
What?
now let me ask you this. J Toll said it, and I was thinking it. What are one of the best traits of the Heat right now? They share the ball, feed the hot hand, or whatever. Ja Morant doesn't play well with others.
That's not true though. Like when Memphis was playing at its best, that was a well-oiled machine. Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane and Santiago, they all shared in the wealth. Like I don't think of Ja Morant as a ball hog.
Let's look at his stats.
And that team was good.
Okay.
That team was good. I don't think of him as a ball hog. And again, he may just be tired of Memphis. You know?
And you think with all the problems that he has had, that is gonna just go away?
Look, I can't say that they will go away. I don't know. He may be very immature. I don't know. That's why
but this is all you have. This is
That's-
all you have to make decisions like this.
That's
is
why-
what he's done. You are willing to give up assets and everything in
Whoa,
hopes that it would be
whoa.
different when he gets here.
I'm not willing to give up assets and everything. Okay. I'm just saying if this is a problem.
What do you think you're gonna have to give up to get Ja Morant?
I don't know. I'm not if you're talking multiple first round picks, I'm out. I'm not doing it. You guys got your own headache. All right, we're not dealing with that. So I'm clear. He's not a give up the farm type
Wait,
of
but
guy.
what do you think you're gonna give up? Crickets?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because a lot of people are seeming to think that he doesn't have a lot of value around the league.
Well, they say that his shooting has diminished and
His
decent
athleticism.
Yeah, his athleticism.
Misses games.
And he's tiny.
And he can't shoot the rock, but he is a career 22.5 7 assist guy. So he's not really a ball hog.
No, he's
You're
not a
averaging
ball hog.
Right. If you're averaging 7 assists in the league, you're sharing the ball.
Tell you who you like to give lobs to. The warehouse.
You mean the pigeon?
That's his guy now. That's his pigeon. Bygones be bygones.
That's also, hey, Vlad. If I called you a pigeon and then came to work and you was doing like we would have to have a conversation.
No, we
right?
have to have a fight. No. We have to have a fight. Like you got to take that back. You
pigeon.
can't
Just
publicly call me a pigeon and then all of a sudden we're teammates now. We can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let that slide. No.
Just call John
And
Morant.
so wait,
Oh, don't you care?
let's do this. You think being in Miami lessens the chances of him doing Ja stuff or increases the chances?
Hard to say. Maybe
No,
you
it
come
ain't hard
here,
to say.
you
It ain't
become a
hard to
beach
say.
guy,
5 minutes ago, you said Astron activate.
Well, I mean, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Astron assemble. So if we assemble in Astron, you think if Ja get down here?
Oh, his sliders with in NBA 2K, you have sliders like you improve. Oh yeah, his slider for not improving would be very high. There's no way he'll be at Tootsie's or Playhouse or the Cheetahs in Pompano. He'll be at every Cheetah, Pompano, Hollandale, and West Palm. Come on, Tobin, that's good.
Look, I say we give a little call. Is Anthony Carter still there? We give AC a call. We're like, what do you think, AC? You think this guy can handle it down here? Anthony Carter would know. Pro's pro. He's played down here. What do you think about this Ja Morant?
I was outside when Anthony Carter was outside. Okay, I'm just saying.
Bill Simmons came out today, sports guy.
Now all of a sudden you listen to anybody. If it makes his point,
now Simmons?
I'm not listening to anybody. I'm just bringing it to the table, everybody.
You are something else.
He thinks that the trade value would be, why don't the Grizzlies and the Heat do a Tyler Herro for Ja Morant swapskis? Apparently, the Heat, I guess, got to take Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in his contract. And I guess, I don't know, he suggested the Terry Rozier contract. I don't even know if you could touch that, but let's just say you could make the salary work. Let's just say it was a Tyler for Josh straight up trade. One, would Memphis do that? And two, if you're the Heat, would you do that?
No.
Why? Do elaborate.
Okay, because one.
Who's saying no in your case? You answered
both of
no.
them.
Okay. A double hang up.
Because here's the deal.
Memphis would say no?
Memphis ain't trading nobody without trading Ja without draft picks.
Well, you can only trade with what you can get. I don't know what they can get for him.
And two, you think they want Tyler Herro?
I don't know.
And he's up for a max extension?
He is up for an extension, but you don't have Ja to pay anymore. If Ja's I'm saying, here's the situation. If we're saying this is a Jimmy Butler type situation, he's joyless. He doesn't.
What they should have did with Jimmy was trade him before the draft,
but they didn't. And the Grizzlies had an issue with Ja last year. And did they trade him? No, they waited through this year. So now they have Ja Morant making a stink, which, we'll see how they deal with all of that. I don't know. But obviously,
I don't like that trade for either team.
You have Kevin Durant mocking, Papa Morant on the sideline, saying that your son doesn't want to be there. Everybody knows it. He wants out by the weekend. I don't know.
If I'm either team, I don't want that. I don't want the Ja Morant contract without, you don't know if he's matured enough to be equivalent to what Tyler is on the court.
Well, let's say
Tyler is a shooter. Ja isn't.
He is.
And
that's true.
Ja is small and has been banged up. And that's the last thing you want. That's the last thing you want.
Well, I would say both of durability and size.
I would tell you what, compared to Ja Morant, Tyler swole.
Okay, but whatever. Ja Morant.
No, whatever.
It is. I mean, if you're talking about liabilities and durability, both of those things handle for both players. One guy's a really good shooter. His game will probably age a lot better, and maybe Ja Morant flames out by his 30. I don't know. Maybe not even.
I'm just saying.
But I would say this: if you are squeamish about paying Tyler Herro in the 40s. Ja Morant, you have under contract for a couple of years in the 40s, and if Tyler Herro's shooting for 50 and you're just is that a question? The Heat are already all right, well, this is a guy we know what the price point is for the next couple of years.
Right. And so let me ask you a realistic question.
Do tell.
Name, all that doesn't matter. Based on how the Heat are playing right now, how does Ja Morant make this team better? His skill set, does it really make the team better?
Yeah, I think so.
How?
Guy gets up and down the floor fast, can
Mhm.
share the basketball, scoring punch. You'd essentially be replacing Davion Mitchell. You wouldn't have his defense, but you'd have a guy who's a souped up offense. Pretty nice fit with Norman Powell, I would say. So I don't think
when I look at Davion, Davion's not as good offensively, but what I'm getting on the defensive side of the ball makes up for that. And you have other guys who can score. Like, I don't want to lose that part of it, especially when you're running up and down the floor.
But you're going to lose somewhat of it. Like, look, you're eventually going to lose those minutes anyway because Tyler Herro is going to play, unless you're going to go super small and play Bam, Wiggins, Norman, Tyler, and Davion. And we've already been seeing how getting your ass kicked with the rebounding has been going for Miami. Not great.
Right.
So I don't know. You're going to have some give on that either way.
I don't think his scoring is going to like overshadow his lack of defense on this team that much. Right? Let's just put him at his averages, 22. Well, we got guys that do that. Right?
His averages are 22, but this is a guy who's like averaged up like 27 points a game before.
I mean, to me, Ja Morant would just be a smaller, smaller Jimmy Butler. Like, you would have to start building your team around him.
Yeah,
I guess that he does on the defensive side, like all things that when you brought a guy in, when you brought, even Jimmy in, you didn't have to worry about the defensive side of it.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Butler's a really good defender. That's not really that's not the issue that was there for him. The issue with Jimmy was, when could you always rely on him to go and turn on the scoring? Like, that's not going to be a thing with Ja Morant. People have always said, like, you need the go-to guy in Miami. And if there are, and here's the thing, if they are squeamish about paying Tyler Herro, this is a little bit of a punt move. Like, it's like you're bringing in a guy who's obviously an uber talent, yes, with way more baggage than Tyler Herro, but also some red flags that Tyler Herro also has.
Like what? Injuries?
Injuries, yeah. Injuries and
yeah,
bad
but
defense.
They both have those.
That's what I just said.
No, I know. But so you're basically saying Ja Morant's upside is worth the risk. Where I look at Tyler Herro and I say, I can just keep Tyler and not have that risk and maybe be in a better place.
But Tyler Herro, as the number one guy on a team, has never led a 50-win, top of the conference type
Correct.
of team like Ja Morant has. And
now that
guy may be gone. I don't know if he's got that.
Immature guy. Here's what happens with immaturity. Those things that carry over that you think are going to carry over don't always carry over. So you're taking more of a risk when you know he's immature. You see what I mean?
Definitely got to question the maturity. That's why you got to call up Anthony Carter, right? I'm saying we got to call up Anthony Carter, set up a group call.
Somebody said Ja sells tickets.
That's true.
Oh, no, you get Ja. Miami's in hot city again. It's like when you guys, and I'm not comparing him to the Hall of Famer, but the same buzz you would get when Wade got to Miami, and then everybody started seeing that, Flash was a thing, and he was must-see TV and must-see to come to the, to the arena. Ja would do that. You will see a lot of asses in the seats. There won't be no Skittle colors being shown on TV when they play.
We'll take a break. More to come. Little mixed bag coming on up. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
You want to trade Ja Morant for Tyler Herro?
No.
Really? Why not?
I just don't think he would fit in here, to be honest. And also, I feel like he'll pull a Jimmy Butler sooner or later. So.
Pulling a Jimmy Butler is an interesting one, but Jimmy Butler pulled a Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler didn't get paid. So I don't know. I don't look. The one thing I can say is I don't know why Ja Morant is sick of Memphis all of a sudden. I don't know if I know people. I know a lot of players don't like playing in Memphis. Like that. There's just a bad reputation as far as like the amount of guys that want to go there. This was said when Jimmy Butler, I thought. Man, Jimmy Butler kind of felt like a great fit for Memphis to add with those guys, and he's like, nope. And so I don't know if he's just sick of living there. Obviously, he's gotten into plenty of trouble over there. But
you think he's gonna get into less trouble in Miami?
I don't know. It's so relaxing here sometimes. You put the feet up, and the weather's perfect. Oh, the weather's perfect right now. He gets a nice little. Nice little.
This is why we can't have grown up conversations with this man.
Why? What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
Dude, could you imagine? You're gonna
you got like if you have certain vices in life, right? Coming to Miami ain't gonna fix those vices.
Florida's very gun friendly.
It might just make it even more.
He maybe had a legal gun in Memphis.
Walking in Memphis. Let's get to the mixed bag, huh? The Panthers, they win yesterday. Sam Reinhart scored on his birthday. Paul Maurice, he loves the Rhino.
Oh, he's been so good. He plays with everybody for the most part. Penalty kill power play. One of the most impactful players in our room. And then as a leader, he's got that great balance. He can talk to the coaches about the X's and O's because he sees things on the ice so very well, but he also will do hard things that kind of keep him connected to the players.
Wow. Love Sam Reinhart. I can't disagree. Cooking the last few games after a slow start. And then Benny got it going yesterday. Nice win for the Cats. Everybody pitching in on that one. Much needed. Marchand's probably tired of carrying everybody's ass. Let's go, everybody.
He's still one of the fastest guys on the ice, too.
Very, very quick. Very quick. Also quick, Jaylen Waddle. They call him the Penguin. He was asked about, hey, what was your reaction to not getting traded, Jaylen?
What was Tuesday like for you in terms of the trade deadline?
I mean, it was just really just a regular day. Same old day, same process.
How do you feel about the team's decision to not trade you?
I never really even thought about it for real, but yeah, I never really thought about it.
You happy to know that you are sticking around after maybe your name had been thrown out by people on the outside?
Yeah, of course. I love being a Dolphin. I love being here. This is the only place I know, so of course.
There you
go. Man.
Problem?
Like once he said, I never thought about it, right?
Are you sure you never thought about it?
Like man, so wow. Like I used to be insulted by that, right? Simply because they would ask a question and then ask it another way. And I'm like, you must think you're smarter than me that you could ask the same question in a different way and I'm gonna fall for it the second time. Right? Because they kept asking him questions around the same thing. Once he said he never thought about getting traded and never really thought about it, asking more questions about being traded seems kind of borderline disrespectful, right? Like, what you think you're going to get out of it?
Patrick Pau, he was asked about the Papa shot being out of the locker room. He says,
I ain't never played anyway.
He says this is going to start a 10-game win streak.
There are some things missing from the locker room now, namely the basketball hoops and the card table. What's the message that's being sent with them being removed?
Honestly, I got beat and I got mad and I just broke the whole thing. So, nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know. wanted to redecorate, I guess.
You know what I mean? Everybody
Yeah.
thinks it's stupid.
It is.
But you're not doing nothing.
It is stupid.
And you're making yourself look more like a clown show.
How many things do you think he's accidentally broken in his life just being a Giant?
I mean, no, like you think as a kid they had to go easy?
Yeah,
Easy?
I do actually. Yeah, I do actually.
Right?
I think he's probably broken some
Because
furniture.
I know when I give Dre a treat, you got to give him the look and say nice. Otherwise, you might lose everything because he's going in.
He's such he reminds me of when you told me that story about the parents whining because you were too big for football.
Yeah.
He reminds me like, he probably like, let's check that. What does his birth certificate say? He's how old? He's a Giant.
I mean, just imagine, what about that kid at Florida who's 7'9"?
I saw that.
Yeah, he played yesterday, right?
Can I ask a question? Is he French or Canadian? Where's he from?
Mm.
I know he's got a French name. I'm not sure where he's from. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the French, dude. I didn't realize they were so big.
7'9".
Got him, got Wemby. Rudy Gobert looks like a shrimp.
I know. Can you imagine being 7 foot and somebody being 9 inches taller than you?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, what does an alley-oop look like? An alley putback?
He is. I wonder if he's French Canadian. He is from Canada, and he does have a French name, Ryu.
Ryu?
He could be French Canadian.
He's from
Like-
Ima's area.
Where?
I don't know. The French part. Jalen Hurts, he turned into Yoda yesterday.
That's one thing that you don't think about. You know, you look back on it, I guess, you know, you live life forward, but you learn it backwards. You reflect on these things after it happens. And that's one thing that I've never ever thought about, but I think that's just a testimony to the singular focus going into every game.
Wow. Deep.
What? I just felt like when he said that, I'm like, thank you.
Thank you
for your kind
I
words.
thought he was about to say it's bigger than Nito Brown, the way he was talking.
They need to put that on a fortune cookie. You live life forward, but you learn it backwards. Wise. Finally, Jordan Brooks. This was him on the Dolphins trade deadline and his reaction to only Jaelan Phillips getting dealt.
That's tough, man. When you lose a brother, somebody that you've been building relationships with, going out there, playing football, practice, games, spend a lot of time in meeting, on and off the field. It's always tough to lose somebody. That's the nature of the business. But we're happy for him that he's going into a great situation. I think he's going to do well in his new home.
And there you go. Jordan Brooks.
Just gained what, 4 wins?
Yep. Big time. Take a break. Final hour coming on up. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. We got coming up this weekend, the Pinks. They take on Inter Miami takes on Nashville SC. Game 3 of their first round series. No Suarez, he's a junk kicker, so they suspended him. Doesn't matter, though.
I hope they don't do the same thing they did last year.
Don't lose. I'm telling you right now, Pinks. Everybody's expecting big things, Messi. Last year didn't go so good against Atlanta. All right? Let's get this going. This soccer's weird, though. 3 weeks to get this thing done. What are we doing? Why not a one-and-doneer? Let's just go. Just make it like football. That's how it works. Trying to make you more efficient, MLS. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy to me. Anyway, they play tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale at 8 o'clock. The Pinks. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes, they're back at it tomorrow at 3:30 against Syracuse, who has not had a good season. Could have used that last year from them. They're 3-6. The Canes, big-time favorites in this one as well. But as Mario Cristobal will tell you, Syracuse is just as talented. Or that's probably what he's going to think if they don't cover, you know. That's going to be his move. I'm lashing out. I understand. But you know what? I'm tired of the same thing happening every November. Sit here every year getting ready for my turkey. What do I have? Disappointing Canes.
Yeah.
Right next to the Yams.
I mean, who, out of curiosity, who are we more disappointed with? The Dolphins or the Canes? I would say we expected much more out of the Canes, but this has been so crazy.
I'd still say the Dolphins. The Dolphins have been too much of a clown show to not be more disappointed in them because, you know, the Canes, I didn't really go into this season with high expectations. I didn't really know what to expect. Like, they had a new quarterback. You make over so much stuff in college. You knew you would think that they were going to have good fortified trenches, which they protected their quarterback. They haven't run the ball as efficiently because, you know, Shannon Dawson's sitting here and everybody can seemingly predict his plays, but he's lashing out at everybody. But I can't sit here and be like, I'm more disappointed in the Canes because it was a short-lived, I guess, high, you know, expectation. You know, the Dolphins, I'm like, I didn't expect you guys to be the joke of the league. And that was kind of my worst fear is like, if everything went wrong, this is what's going to happen, and everything has gone wrong. So I still think it's the Dolphins.
Right. Like, they're both just, and the only reason why I would say, if I had to say it was the Dolphins, would be because at this juncture, the Canes still have a chance.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing that frustrates me about college, though, is, and I really, really hate this about the sport because it's not even about the sport, you know, and it's kind of one of the things that just turns me off about it is that even if you don't have perfection, it's like, yeah, you can't whine about it, you can't cry about it, but then everybody else gets passes, especially in the SEC or Notre Dame. Like, they get to do, they always get oopsie daisies and nobody cares because it's like, oh, they play in the SEC, they play for Notre Dame,
right?
You know, and it's like, if we got down to the end of the season, if the Canes and Notre Dame ended the year and they were both 2-loss teams and one needed the at-large, they give it to Notre Dame, and it's like, I get it, their losses were better losses, but they lost to the Canes,
right?
And nobody will care because they'll be like, it was so far back, so the games don't matter, and that's the thing that's like. That's what feels frustrating about it is that the whole totality of the picture doesn't mean anything anymore. It's like, well, what do we, I don't know. What do we want to go with here? Even though the Canes, you know, you would think that they would get a little bit more love. I saw that they, you know, like they're leading ACC teams because the ACC changed its revenue stream. So like it goes by ratings, and the Canes far and away have the highest ratings out of any ACC team, which is definitely going to make FSU and Clemson thrilled. We call them the sewers. Who can we sue over this?
Yeah.
And Dabo's going to be out
Hey,
here.
Dabo gonna try to get some NIL.
I don't understand why we got this ratings money. Whatever happened to just winning the games?
Here,
That's how
no.
God did it.
Let me explain something to you. Keep in mind, when all these things were negotiated, Florida State and Clemson were on top of the conference.
Hmm?
You know, so when they agreed to this, then all of a sudden they took a dump. Florida State took a dump, and other schools are above them. Now they have a problem with it. Not buying it.
They always have. They have a problem. They've been trying to weasel their way out, you know. And I don't think that.
Where are they gonna go?
I don't
Where's
know.
Clemson gonna go?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Where is Florida State gonna go?
But
right?
it's
What conference you gonna go to that is gonna give you actually access to all the things national championship? What conference?
Jukebox says Canes. This was supposed to be a championship run.
Agreed.
Yeah, but it's like you didn't really think they had a chance at the championship until the season started.
Why not?
Dude, we thought going into Notre Dame this was a championship team. Be real.
No. But I'm saying after week 5, yeah.
I know, but that's fleeting. It's like, but once you get got again the same way,
yeah.
How can I be like? I'm almost like, but I guess that's what being in this spot for 20 plus years will do to you. But I'm just like, I was way more hurt last year.
Florida sports got you numb. Yeah, but you know what's crazy? If you were more pissed off last year knowing they had a deficiency on defense, that's shame on you.
It's not though, because it's clear that their quarterback and their offense was good enough to be in the playoff.
Yeah, but the defense was a sieve.
Okay, so would you rather lose by having a flaw, or would you rather lose by lack of discipline?
I would just say losing by lack of discipline makes it more disappointing, right? Because last year when they started losing, you could say this defense is killing them, right? But there's no excuses this year other than swag penalties, jumping off sides, pre-snap penalties, other than that. So from that standpoint, that would make this year more disappointing because last year, at least you had something you could go to when they started losing.
Yeah, but even with the loss last year, you could still even make the argument that they could have been in the playoffs and given a chance.
Right.
You know, with how dynamic Cam Ward was, and they were just like, nah. And look, I guess it's shame on the Canes. Like, look, lose your games early on because then nobody will remember. Apparently, when you lose in September, nobody cares.
Right.
When you lose around Thanksgiving and the holidays, it sticks with everybody's mind, and they feel like they got to make it happen.
Right.
But I don't know, man. It's I also don't think I don't know. Maybe it's just because this Carson Beck not digging the whole, you know.
Yeah, but even that being said, the team surrounding Carson Beck is better than what Cam Ward had.
Not on offense.
You don't think they have more weapons outside?
They got Malachi Toney. I mean, he's better than anything they had, but I don't
right.
think
So that means they're better.
I don't think the tight ends were miles.
Tight ends were better, correct.
You know,
was the run game better last year?
Restrepo, CJ Daniels is a push. The run game was the same.
Okay.
And I think the line was probably a little bit better.
Last year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, dude, they haven't been as good these last couple of weeks, getting knocked around by Louisville. Well, look, I got Louisville had a lot of weapons.
That's a mentality thing, though, dude. Like it's almost like the bully getting punched in the mouth. It's kind of one of those things. When somebody comes at you and plays the physical style of game you want to play, how are you going to respond to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't respond well. Like, oh, there's other teams that could play like this. I thought we were the only ones that could be the bullies. And so Louisville took it to them, kept the pressure up. They had no response.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Got a busy sports weekend ahead for everybody. We got Heat basketball back tonight, taking on the Hornets. This means more because it is for the NBA Cup.
So we got a cool floor.
You gonna put a little wager on it?
Am I gonna put a wager? Am I gonna bet the Heat to win the NBA Cup?
I mean, it is the Hornets.
Oh, just bet tonight. You're saying any chili peppers tonight?
Chili peppers, just just making fun of. Well, not should make fun, but
I don't know if I should gamble against a Heat Hornets game. Too sensitive for right now.
Very, very
too sensitive for right now.
That's why I look at these commercials that the NBA have with the gambling. It's kind of weird. Like LeBron and Kevin Hart shouldn't be doing a commercial right now about
Yeah, one would wonder, Vlad, why would the NBA want to cover up such a scandal? With all of this gambling money pouring in, it would be crazy to think about them wanting to just sweep it under the rug.
Especially, didn't Damon Jones put some LeBron information out there?
Yeah, but he pled not guilty.
Yeah, of course he did. By the way, this Chauncey Billups got out of there from the Blazers, and they're playing amazing. Tiago Splitter's a good coach.
You're getting old when you hear some of these names at coach, and you're like, oh, he's not playing anymore?
Right. Yeah. Well, listen, they all can't be like JJ Redick, who has a podcast and then gets to just shoot up the charts to a coaching job. Some people have to earn
He's
it.
Not
like
doing bad.
Splitter.
He's not doing bad.
Oh, he's not doing bad. Please. I mean, he's got Luka Doncic. What a hard life JJ Redick has walked into. My God. I mean, he got an alley-oop from the dumbest trade known to man. Luka for street.
By the way, Dallas not starting out too well.
No, they're not. By the way, yeah, with their little window.
Vlad.
Yep.
Them fans are saying streets need a body, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Nico.
Slim Luka, and all we got in return was Cooper Flag.
And one may wonder, if you guys don't want to do Ja Morant, Kyrie Irving's going to come back middle of the season,
No.
Ship him off. You put the intangible wonders out there with a hero and a flag together. Who knows?
A hero and a flag.
Salute.
You just want them to be the all intangibles?
That's the intangible team right there.
Well, they got street clothes.
Or you can make the all street clothes team.
The all street clothes team, yeah. By the way, there's a report that Drew Brees is officially replacing Mark Sanchez at Fox. Really thought Fox was going to stick through Mark Sanchez through all of that.
That's interesting.
But know what's crazy? Like, if they wouldn't have said nothing, we would have forgot about Mark Sanchez.
Yep. Well, they didn't say. They just said we hired Drew Brees, and then somebody.
No, but I'm just saying. Like,
but isn't Drew Brees working for ESPN? He comes on every Tuesday on Stephen A. show.
Yeah, but you can do that.
You
can do that. That's not a conflict of interest.
I don't know if they like the double dipping because
JJ Watt does the same thing with McAfee.
Ah, okay.
Same thing. Yeah, a lot of those guys like they're allowed to do hits and other stuff. Like Kenny Smith just signed. Like Kenny Smith, I know that.
He was on ESPN.
Charles Barkley's going to make fun of him because he's like, you signed that deal with ESPN where they're going to make you do a gazillion shows. That joke is coming.
He did.
They probably offered him the bag. They're probably like, hey, you want to come on all our shows? I do like that they haven't touched that show yet.
They're not going to touch that show.
They're not going to touch it.
Just let it be.
I just jumped the gun because
very few shows move like this one has, right? Usually they keep the same name and change all the people.
Yep.
Change some of the people. Very rarely does a show just go to another station.
I will say this though. Major League Baseball has a good pregame show. Like Poppy, Jeter, and A-Rod, it's pretty good.
Good show
on Fox. So
it would be better. It would be better if they dumped Jeter.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. You just
love
hey,
Jeter.
Man,
you just love Jeter.
Can you stop, Tobin?
He's a dud.
Of course.
He's
Can
a
you
dud.
stop, Tobin?
What?
Right? Why are you treating him like the bank commercial?
What? What did I say? He's a dud.
The
He's a dud
Capital One commercial.
Yeah. No, the Capital One guy.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
you, Jeter. Not you, Jeter. Big Poppy.
Could you imagine going to a Derek Jeter assembly? How boring that would be. He couldn't keep kids entertained.
It'd be great. What are you even talking about? All the beautiful. Oh. Yeah.
I'm telling you, right? Look, A-Rod, charismatic. All right. Big Poppy, he's the star of that show. Need somebody else, put Dontrell on that show, like that.
No.
Derek Jeter just like.
Well, you got Chuck Shack, and then Kenny tries to keep it professional.
He's not even Kenny, though. He's not Kenny.
He doesn't need to be Kenny.
He's
You say he's Jeets.
His rings can't talk for him, Vlad.
Yes, it does.
No, they can't.
Just say Jeter take is a dud.
It blings.
Then let him go to your Yankees broadcast. They need somebody to spice that up.
Nah, he's national. When you're a star like that, you're a superstar. You're national. You're international.
Guy's such a dud.
International G.
Did you guys see this? So somebody tried to pull a slick one. Alexander Ovechkin. Alexander Ovechkin scored his 900th goal.
Oh, the goalie tried
Jordan Binnington. He
does some things. Watch this. After the goal is scored, he's got the puck. Watch what he does with the puck. He's going to keep it in his pants. I don't know if he wants to sell it on the open market or not, but they're not going to get that puck from Binnington. But that is until linesman Michel Cormier came over and said, hey, we know you got the puck, buddy.
Good job catching that. There's cameras everywhere, guys.
Tremendous.
His eBay account would have been popping off after this game had he pulled that heist off.
I can't believe they had to frisk the goalie.
He's like, we know what you did. Cough it up.
That's so embarrassing for Jordan Binnington.
I saw this, and after he said, no, I wasn't going to give it to him. And I say, I do a show with a guy just like that.
I see that quote too, that he says, it was just for jokey jokes, baby.
Yeah, who's that sound like? Exactly.
You know what you were up to. Now, what he should have done, he should have done what those Dodgers fans did, where those Dodgers fans threw back the fake baseball during the World Series. They're like, put it right, they had a deke ball. That's what he should have had. He should have thought to himself.
If you're doing that much planning ahead,
he's like, I got the real one. What do you think that he wanted to auction that, or do you think he wanted to?
I'm trying to
You think he wanted to fleece Ovechkin?
He makes a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so when you think of how much money he makes, it would have. You almost got to take his word for it, even if you don't believe him, right?
Too sneaky. You're too sneaky.
Did you see what was it Milken and Crosby gave Ovi?
No, what did they give him?
Rolex.
Oh, that's cool.
They gave him a Rolex.
That's cool.
And put 865 on it.
Man, damn. I can't believe he's still doing it. Both those guys.
That good?
He is that good, but it's just like.
Did you see the backhand that he like? He's just like do whoop backhand. I was like, wow.
And Sydney's leading the league in goals.
The old are good at hockey.
That old man game.
I guess so.
You know what that's the equivalent of? The sky hook.
Does Marchand look like he's looking?
Is that the most indefensible play in basketball? The sky hook?
Yeah, probably.
Once you master it, yeah.
But it does help being over 7 foot and doing it too. You can't never block it. And he didn't just do that thing by the hoop. He used to do it from just outside the paint.
Eddie says that the Heat are plus 5,000 to win the NBA Cup.
Yep. He put $4 for 204.
Interesting. I just don't know if I care about it, the NBA Cup enough to bet to
stop it. Stop it.
I don't know if I care about it.
Stop it, Vlad.
What?
If the Heat win the cup,
what are you talking about?
They won a summer league title. They won a summer league title in 24.
You guys can't tell me how I feel.
Yes, we can.
Summer league title.
We have history.
He wanted a parade down this game.
The summer league title meant something. That was development. Those were very special.
Tobin, first of all,
Josh
lying
Christopher,
to these people.
what a legend.
You know exactly how you are. you watched all of Euroball this summer because you said you were following your guys. If your guys win that cup, oh my goodness.
It's different though. You know, I'm
No, it's
sitting
not.
there. Yeah, I think it's different. I don't know if I could root for some NBA cup. It's a cool trophy. I like the trophy.
Do they have different unis, or I know they got a different court?
They got a different court. Theirs isn't. It's not as red though this year. It's just red on the outskirts, and I think it's like, and it's got like the NBA look. It kind of looks. The Heat's looks kind of normal. I think they kind of toned it
Oh,
back.
thank goodness. They needed to tone it down.
Yeah.
Too much.
They got a little crazy with it last year.
You know what I hate in Euro basketball too? The slanted paint. You know how they do the like it's not straight down, it's kind of slanted out.
Yep. You know what else I would like? I'd like them to actually officiate Wembanyama's goaltending because that is only allowed in Europe. And this guy, he's so damn tall. They're just like, not a goaltend.
Well, you know the goaltending rules are different in Europe.
There is no goaltending.
Right. So
like this, so like, can we get it straight? This isn't France, okay? This guy goaltended like crazy against Jaime Jaquez Jr. and nobody called it because he's too tall. Ridiculous.
Why are you the only one that's complaining? Nobody else, no other.
It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts.
Announcers complain about this, but only you because
I'm telling Vlad, I'm telling you, this guy goaltends like nobody's been. Just like Sauce Gardner with the holding. This guy's goaltending like nobody's business, and nobody wants to call it because they love the Wembanyama highlights. I'm telling you, it needs to be handled this year. The Wembanyama rules are ridiculous. Okay, you need to get a handle. This guy is goaltending non-stop. All right, stop doing this for the Twitter and the TikTok because you want a bunch of highlights. Rules is rules, and if you're not going to call it, I'm going to have a problem with it. Ridiculous.
I tell you what, you don't even try to hide it.
Hide what?
Being fraudulent.
How am I fraudulent? This is a very big issue.
Okay. I got you.
It's basically the basketball equivalent to the tush push.
Okay.
It's illegal. The guys they're not calling his goaltends. It's illegal, dude. Everybody, the goaltend is the goaltend. I don't care how tall you are.
Mm-hmm.
Or get rid of the goaltend. Look, I don't like goaltending. If you want to get rid of goaltending, get rid of goaltending. If you want to make this FIBA, make it FIBA.
Why?
Make up your mind.
You always have some kind of crazy.
He's just allowed to do whatever he wants because he's 7'5".
So you think they're letting him get away with goaltending?
I don't think. I know. I have eyes. This guy cheated Jaime Jaquez Jr. out of buckets.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He did. You're just dismissing.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Why were there never any challenges on it?
Well, you can't challenge a goaltend.
Yes, you can.
Dude.
Yes, you can.
No one's challenging that. Come on.
Because it's not.
You know what I love? How he's to defend his point. He's gonna be like nobody challenges a goaltend.
Yeah, if it's off the backboard, nobody.
But if other people have challenged it and been successful, and the Heat didn't, he'll rip Spo for always not challenging.
I'm proud of Spo.
You've been impressed. We talked about this the other day that you've been impressed that he's challenged.
He has been challenging more. He's been listening to his players. But I'm just letting you know, this is probably going under the radar because you know why? It's like because everybody, it's like why there's traveling all over the place. This damn Giannis, he's allowed to take as many steps as he wants because they want
egregious.
Yeah, because they want cool dunks. It's the same thing.
Steps, gather, 2 more steps, layup. And everybody just looked around like
right. And so the same thing's going on with Wemby's blocks. Is like, we want. First of all, he's not even original. Hassan Whiteside was doing the
block
blocks.
Is so much different than
dude. Not when you cheat. Not when you cheat.
So
and he's a cheater.
Do you have video evidence?
Yeah, you can go look it up. What am I sitting here? I didn't realize, Your Honor, I was on trial.
You're the only one making a stink.
Go look up right now. I dare you. During the break, because we got to go to break, you look up Wemby goaltending and enjoy the montage, dude. Enjoy the montage. It's egregious.
I'm gonna look. But I'm gonna say this. First of all, calm down.
No,
all your hot takes, and complaints always have a Heat player in mind.
Well, I watch Heat games. I'm sorry. You know who doesn't goaltend? Joker. I have nothing to say about Joker.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is bad or great. I prefer chicken tenders over goaltenders. Hey, how do we look at that? Is this so bad it's good?
I like it.
All right. I read it and I'm like, wow, that person's got to be 5 because that sounds like something a 5-year-old would say, right?
We'll take a break, play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out. All right, let's get to it, people. You're dead to me. Close things out, heading on into the weekend. You got Heat basketball coming up tonight, 6:45 pre-Heat with Solana and Tommy Ty. Get you set for Heat and Hornets. Same thing tomorrow night as you got Heat and Blazers. You got Canes on the radio this weekend. Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr. will have your call as the Canes take on Syracuse. You got Game Day Uncensored coming your way on Sunday at 9 o'clock. So lots of action coming for you here. You guys on it all this weekend, Vlad, Dan, Dave, Vlad?
Nah, not that they're on.
What's going on?
Nah, not that the Canes are playing afternoon games where they've taken us out of our regular shift.
Rat bastards.
At least you would win. Yeah, if you're gonna lose, I mean, if you're gonna take us out of our slot, at least win.
Yeah, win, please.
Jeez.
Here's who's dead to me. The Dolphins locker room police. Not interested. Don't care. Should have just left the stupid Papa shot up. All right. First of all, the damage is done, my friend.
Did we even? Here's the crazy thing. Did we even know about the Papa shot until somebody told us it was moved?
I don't know. I don't know about the what games or what's in the locker room or whoever, but
right.
You know, for everybody who thinks that this is going to make some kind of a stand on the Miami Dolphins,
a team that didn't force a punt in the first 11 quarters of the season, Papa shot ain't what the problem is.
You know, maybe 2 and 3 is the time to change it up in the locker room. You're 2 and 7. Like what? Thanks for getting on it, guys. You really you truly made it a priority. So the locker room police, you're dead to me. Too little, too late. Leroy,
I got to tell you, as much as I love football, Thursday night football, dead to me.
Yeah,
you had a good run.
You're dead to me.
You had a good run. The stinkers, the stinkers that I have watched. I got Miami got drubbed last week. This week I got a 10-7 game where everybody was missing field goals. So there was only one made field goal, but maybe 5 tries. Yeah, what a terrible game.
Oof, you're not wrong. It had its run. We said this a couple weeks ago. We're like, you know what? 6 weeks in, Thursday was pretty good, but I think they've squeezed the juice out of that fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the only reason why I ain't saying it about Sunday morning football is because I only watched 2 of them.
Well, they've all been bad.
And I can watch them on the golf course. So,
yeah, I don't know, dude. Look, I understand the NFL is basically an ATM machine. Like, they're just printing cash left and right. One has to wonder, do you need can't you find other means to make this cash? Like,
well, but the Thursday night thing has been a staple for a long time.
I understand. So, I'm talking about the international games. These international games have been a blight on football. It's been terrible. It's just really a put your deal on the table. Oh, look at us. We're in Spain. They don't want that. They want bullfighting. They want soccer. Okay? That's it.
But I tell you what, when they play those games in London, it is packed, regardless of who plays over there. You want to impress me? Move Jacksonville over there.
Jacksonville is apparently going to play in Orlando next year. I just read that.
Oh, because they're building a new stadium?
Renovating it, yeah.
Renovating it?
Yep.
So they're going to play in Orlando?
Yeah. Camping World, I guess,
Camping
right?
World. That's not even close, and that stadium's not that big.
It's not, but Jaguars.
Because they played the Classic there.
They
doing against FAMU.
Yeah.
They also played the Gators versus the Canes game there.
Terrible turf.
I don't know about all that. I just know that it's a tiny stadium.
About
it looks
that.
like that. Hey, believe it or not, that stadium looks a little bit bigger than the high school stadium I played in.
Nah,
Built
dude,
the
that place is Southern MetLife. That turf is a monster. It's taking out a lot of Canes for those Cheez-It Bulls.
I'm not even upset with that.
I played in Philadelphia, so there was no field worse than that. Philadelphia and Cincinnati.
Jennifer,
you'd be running down the middle of the field and trip over third base because it's zipped.
Leroy doesn't want to know what you're mad. What you're done with the JFig because he cut
apparently
you
so. Keeps it.
I mean, it's okay.
What do you got for
no
us today,
problem.
Jennifer? Who you burying?
Look at his face. So you guys know I am a frequent concert goer, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
My dead to me goes to fans who don't know how to behave and how to cherish the fact that there's people who still go on tour and who try to bring a safe space to everyone. And then there's fans who decide it's okay to touch the artist while they're on stage.
I saw this.
Who got touched?
Sabrina Carpenter.
No, Halsey got touched.
Oh, Halsey got
Halsey. You're right. Halsey.
Someone put their hand in her skirt.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That is disturbing. That is wrong on so many levels.
Yep.
And that is an artist's safe space. Like, why would you do that? Like, this is why we cannot have nice things.
Damn, dude.
And it's always a woman, too. Like, have some respect.
You're dead to me.
Dead to me,
I agree
for real.
with that. I agree with that. They're like first
It's
of
so
all,
uncalled for. It's disgusting
right.
behavior.
And sometimes there's fans that or concert goers that do something stupid and the artist just shut it down.
Yep.
Done.
Yeah. It's
Did
invasive.
Did you, on a lighter note, did you go to Stars and Strings last night?
I sure did.
How did it go?
It was fun. I had a good time.
Who was the best out of the intangibles?
Out of the intangibles,
Hardy, Dierks Bentley, Dasha.
So I became a big fan of Dasha. She's very talented. I will say that. I met Hardy. Very cool. Very nice guy. Yeah.
That's cool.
Jeff.
No. And Dierks Bentley was just constantly fooling around with Zach Top, which I'm very impressed by. I don't think I've ever heard any of his music, but he was very talented and very
he
good.
sounds like a 90s country star. People call him a bit of a phony because they're like, hey, you don't talk like that. You're from Seattle.
Is he? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people have said like, hey, why do you talk like that? And he's like, I sing like my heroes. That's what he's gone with. So he's got a little bit of criticism on that.
Oh, I had no idea. Also, Dash
but he's got a good voice.
California.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, but I don't think she doesn't twang it up, or at least not in her famous songs.
So basically, you're accusing them of doing LSU coach.
I'm not. I just want to be clear. I am not accusing Zach Top of being Brian Kelly. Others have accused him.
My family.
He's out here singing. He goes, good times and tan lines, and they're like, "You're."
And mind you, I thought he was the most country out of all of them.
Wait, isn't Shabuzi from Baltimore?
I don't know, but Shabuzi's another one who doesn't like. I don't think Shabuzi twangs it up. This guy is he sounds like old school 90s country, and people are like, "You should sound like Eddie Vedder."
He sounds like Nashville.
But wait, some of them start their careers in Nashville, so that's how they end up.
Some of them do. Some of them do. No, Nashville literally is like just full of songwriting houses. It's a really cool place. I was walking around town, and there's like people have like billboard like lawn-sized billboards outside of their house of like the #1 songs they've written. It's kind of cool. But hey, look, I'm sure he's very talented. His songs are good. But it's just a criticism that people have said. They said he's a little bit of an act. Look, people do that in rap all the time, do they not?
Well, here's the deal. Remember, in the early 90s, everybody was talking about all the hardcore rappers selling out.
Right.
And now it ain't selling out no more. It's getting your money. Right?
Or snitching. Or snitching.
Right. But you know why? Because there's a certain few rappers that made getting your money outside of the rap game cool. Go tell Ice-T he wasn't keeping it real.
You don't make money in rap no more. Your rappers use it as a stepping stone to get to another. Yeah.
Right.
Somebody says Shabuzi's from Virginia.
Virginia. I knew he was.
I missed him. I wanted to see him, but he did a concert down here on a Tuesday, and Mrs. Tobin is like, "I'm not doing a weekday concert. Like, we have school night." I'm like, "Yeah."
Virginia is not that far from Baltimore. What the hell are you talking about?
We're quibbling over the geography.
DMV.
Vlad, who's dead to you?
DMV? Jeez. It's really nothing. Nobody's dead to me this week.
Great. Hey,
I can't be. I would be petty like you, but we made trades. I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna be like Quinn and Williams.
Wait a minute. In your efforts to not say anybody's dead, you basically just pointed out the Dolphins as being dead. I'm satisfied with what my team did. We made moves.
I didn't mention the Dolphins. I didn't mention any 31 other teams. I just mentioned that my team, I'm not upset with what they did. Usually I could be petty like Tobin and be like, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, you're dead to me. But why would I be saying that when they got me assets? They got me a return of interest.
Did Sauce Gardner also say that it was the greatest thing that's ever happened to him, like Jaelan Phillips did?
No, he did not say that.
All right. Well, just was curious.
No, nobody's taking stupid shots.
Well, he left New York for Indianapolis.
I love the weather in Philadelphia. Come on. Like, really? Really? You know what, Jaelan Phillips? You're dead to me.
Wow, you drove him to a death to me.
And I'm going to tell you why.
He cheesed it up too much.
For lying. Listen, okay? We may have our beefs, all right? You may be the op, but there's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to lie on you, okay? I'm not going to say no falsehoods on you. To say that the weather in Philadelphia is just as good as the weather in Miami, to say you love the weather in Philadelphia, you're dead to me.
Yeah. Well, listen, enjoy that weather. Enjoy Green Bay.
By
It's
the way,
going to be
D-Sizzle, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shabuzi from Virginia, Leroy, not even close. It is very close. I lived up there. I know how close it was. I took the auto train.
All right, we're still quibbling over where Shabuzi's from?
Yeah. No, we're not completely. When I said, he said Virginia, I'm like, that's not.
I really feel like that message was several minutes ago. So the fact that
Yeah,
you
but
keep
I was letting
scrolling
everybody
up.
finish
The
their
old
thing.
read, the old read things, and passed on.
He just couldn't let it go. He couldn't let it go.
And then he replied, U.S. geography, not my greatest strong suit.
Hey, D Sizzle, you know of the letters DMV? You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. That's a tri-state. So Baltimore to Virginia, yeah, it would be coast. Baltimore's in Maryland. Virginia's Virginia. Hence DMV.
They're all very close.
Yep.
Look at that.
Everybody in the DMV getting tipsy.
There you go.
What a
He
perfect.
just wrapped it all up.
Hey, a perfect way to end Friday. Everybody be safe.
And we'll talk to you guys on Monday.